Hello everyone, welcome to today's stream. Monday, we're kicking off with the Leaf Green Nuzlocke, Hardcore Nuzlocke. So yes, we're here, finally back after such a long time, after Dortmund, and finally back to Decidueye the Unraveled. How are you doing? A horrible weekend. I'm so sorry to hear that, my friend. I hope this week starts to improve, and I hope you're doing well otherwise, my friend. And great to have you here as always. Hopefully we can pick up the mood this morning for you and start getting things back on track. Mighty, how are you doing? How are you doing, my friend? I hope you are good. Right, where did we leave off with last time? Let's get this all sorted out before we do anything. Music on. There we go, in-game music. That's what we like to see. We are eight days away from Pokemon Day. I am so excited. I cannot wait. How's everyone feeling? Still have no idea what we're going to be expecting to get. No, don't say this. The save file is corrupted? No. The previous save file will be loaded. Huh. That has just given me like an absolute panic attack. I don't know what... Oh my god, that would have been so bad. I'm like, have we just lost everything that we did? That's so weird that I had that message, because I think we finished off in the tower. Yeah, we just beat our rival. That is crazy. That is crazy. Oh my gosh, like, heart attack moment over. I'm just gonna drop a save just to be safe now, because it feels like that felt super strange. That's felt super weird. July Spelt, how are you doing? I hope you're good. Lexi on vacation, so I can actually watch the earlier streams this week. Nice. I hope you're having a great start to your vacations, and great to have you here as always. David, how are you doing? Hi, morning. Osirus in chat, about to get a coffee going. Nice, my friend. Very good, very good. Let's see what we've got today. Kaylee, how are you doing? I hope you're well. So excited for Pokemon Day, especially since the rumors say switch to delay till 2025. I know, right? It's crazy. I'm like... So the rumors are pretty much like, we're still looking like we're going to get the drop in March, but it's going to be way past March before, like, into next year before we actually get the system itself. Oh, Vulpix, we don't want to lose anything too early on this morning. These Ghastly scare me with their potential Destiny bonds and such. But yes, Kaylee, I'm very excited too. I cannot wait to see what they drop. So it means we're going to have pretty much another year of the Switch, if that is all true, which is kind of cool. The panic is over there. The game's loaded, so we're all alright. These nightshades are not fun to deal with. Ken, how are you doing? Jonish, how are you? I hope you're both doing great this morning. Great to see you here. Sprinkle, you haven't got anything to attack this with. We'll have to bring in PE. Avoid the confusion. Ken, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're good. Is this the final team, or are you going to change sometime? So yeah, as soon as we get more encounters in different areas, we'll probably change a few things up. But the team's looking pretty solid at the moment. I think if we can get a Snorlax, I think that would be that would probably be something that I would like to be able to do. Right, have we got potions? We have. We got plenty of potions. That's totally thrown me this morning, that corrupt save file. I had such a panic. I'm like, oh my gosh, because it's been sitting in my room since I've been away. And I haven't loaded the save or I haven't even touched the game since I left Dortmund, so I'm like, everything should be fine. I should probably back the save up using the GB operator before our next one, so in case anything does happen, we've still got the save so we can reboot it, which would be good if anything drastic happens. Ken, doing good. Great to hear, my friend. Getting ready to head to work. Nice, mate. I hope you have a fantastic day. Figured I'd drop by for a bit. Always appreciated, mate. Always. Thank you so much. Scott, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're good. Great to see you as always in the stream, and I hope you're having a fantastic start to your day, mate. I'm still like getting over this sickness I had like last week, but I feel a lot better in myself, which is good. But got this like crazy sore throat going on at the minute. But other than that, we're all good. Right, we just need to get the scope out of here, and then we're all good to. But I think I need to get Vulpix to like level 29 before we can evolve it into Ninetails for Flamethrower, because otherwise we'll not end up getting it. We'll have to get the TM, which might be a bit of a pain. But Pidgeotto good against these ghost types. Yeah, but with the Switch rumored to be delayed, it does like raise the question to say like what are we gonna see this year for the Switch then? And Pokemon games, because you've got to think we're definitely going to get a Pokemon. I would have thought we were going to get a new Pokemon game this year, but who knows. Heal up. You know what, I think I've just blatantly lost our encounter in this area for Ghastly as well, just of the panic being thrown at the start of the stream. I'm like, yeah, we've totally lost our encounter in here, so no chance of an encounter from here, which is a little bit annoying. Marcus, how you doing? Good morning to you. Hope you're good. Situate and Rival. And Saturday, I got a shiny Latias in Dynamax Adventures. Very nice, my friend. That is awesome to hear. Super nice shiny. I need to try and get a Solgaleo route on my Dynamax Adventures in my Shield copy. So I need to try and figure out how, or if anyone's got one, and I can steal the route from my copy, because I can only get Lunala in mine. Really, I think it won't be much longer. I think it won't be much new. Maybe lots of remastered old games. I mean, I would be super happy with that. Like, if we got the virtual console stuff we talk about all the time, if we got any of that, like, sort of like add-ons to it, that would be, I'd be super happy with that. That would be so happy. But I would be like, it'd be kind of nice to still have a new game, but you never know. I'm still confident we're gonna get something new in November time. When did we lose the encounter? Well, I think, have we had an encounter? No, we've literally just been. We got a repel active. Oh, we might not have got the encounter. Ken, what am I even talking about this morning? It's not the save file corrupt on the cartridge. It's in my brain. It's corrupt. They drop in that Nintendo 360. Just watch. Yeah, with all the stuff about Xbox and PlayStation and them delaying it. Like, I don't really see why they need to delay it, to be honest. It just feels like they're so separate. Are you attending Los Angeles Regional in May? I probably won't be, Johnish, to be honest. May time. What have we got? I think Stockholm Regional in the EU's happening around then. I'd love to go to a US Regional. I really would. It would be so much fun. Then I'm about to say, pretty sure we haven't had an encounter yet. But there's still hope. There's still hope. We've still got the Ghastly encounter. My link cable, though, that I ordered still hasn't arrived from Amazon, which is super weird. And that's just made me think of it now. I'm like, I did order one before I left, and I'm like, no packages have come for me, though, which is so strange. Gotta get the best box, Haunter. We have to get the Haunter. And then, if the link cable turns up, we'll be able to actually get a Gengar, which would be awesome for the Elite Four if we can keep it alive. Our track record is not the best. But we might be okay. We might be okay. I did a bit of, I'm working on a big video at the moment, and I managed to get shiny Ho-Oh this morning after a absolutely ridiculous amount of resets, which was quite nice. So, and I got the Lugia as well from the Dynamax Adventure raids that we kind of started on Friday's stream. So I managed to get that one, which was good. Be honest, US regionals can get crazy, yeah. So they've been so stacked recently. Like, I mean, the EU ones have been as well. You know, like the attendance numbers, they're like consistently over 500, but the US ones recently have been crazy big. But I think the event I've always wanted to go and play at would be US Nationals, which is North America International Championships now. But that would be always the one that always looked like such a crazy event. Always one that I wanted to go to, but never managed to get over to it. New Orleans this year as well, which is like another reason to be like, let's do it. So many people at last year's NAIC. It's crazy. The attendances like now are just like, it's like so difficult to even just get a ticket to like regionals and ICs. Never mind going and attending. It's like, it's so crazy. Which is good for the game. Really good for the game, but yeah, it makes it difficult if you're like tied up when the registration goes live and you're like, I've just missed it. Like for Utrecht, I think it was like 2 minutes. So it dropped, the registration for tickets dropped at 7 and I was like 2 minutes behind, and I missed registration for that event and it was like, oh my gosh, 2 minutes over 600 tickets sold. Like crazy. Okay, here's our encounter, unless this is the, no, this is the stealth scope, the Pokemon. We have got the stealth scope, I'm presuming. Pretty sure we did get it. Did we not? Did we not get it? Don't tell me we've come all this way and I haven't beat Giovanni. We got a Poké Doll at least. I don't think we have. We've come very unprepared for this. ED is too scared to move. Okay, we're not going to be able to do anything. We mustn't have beat Giovanni. Okay. Right, let's escape rope out of here. I could have swore we'd beat Giovanni though. Like, why would we? I should have watched back the last stream to see where we were. Just because it's like 2 weeks ago, pretty much, since we played this, and I'm a little bit like you guys. Like, where did we leave off? Okay, well, we'll soon go and get the scope. Beat Giovanni. Josh, first time viewer. Josh, great to have you here. Literally just came across your channel from searching old Pokemon World Championship vids. Know you from your commentary first, and you're a joy to listen to. Josh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's so super kind of you. And hope you enjoy the content for how long you stick around for, my friend. And yeah, I think what we're going to be doing on the channel, rather than doing VG content on this channel, the plan is I'm going to be starting up another channel, and that's going to be primarily like VG content. And it'll be a little bit different to how we used to approach it. So hopefully it'll be good. But I'm starting to kind of put together the format in which it kind of will be kind of produced, I guess, is the way to say it. So it should be fun. A bit different from how I used to do it back a way along. I need to check our level cap because I'm sure we beat Erica. The level cap is 43 if we beat Erica, which is fine. Okay. If we beat Erica, I need to check. Ken, I could barely walk anywhere. It's nuts. That is crazy. That is crazy. That sounds like a world's level. But I mean, US Nats has always been like one of the biggest events every single year. I'd always say it's probably bigger than Worlds because Worlds is always limited to those that have majority of people that have qualified, right? So you don't really tend to see too many spectators like you would do at US Nats and stuff like that, which makes it such a cool event as well. Saying Hokaji, how are you doing? I hope you're well. Just wanted to pop in before work and say what's up. Hope all is good with you, my friend. Hey, Twisted Sky, how are you doing? I hope you're good. And great to see you as always. Right, where's this PP up? Because there is a PP up. There we go. No Cyrus, let's see, badges, yeah, so our level cap is 43, which is fine. Okay. Yeah, 4 badges is what we've got. Ewan, how you doing, Veda? How are you as well? Hope you're both doing great. Great to see you as well on the stream. Hope everyone is having a fantastic Monday morning. One more week until Pokemon Day, which is just crazy. Crazy to think. I don't know about you guys, but I just love hearing all of the theories as well about what potentially we could see and all the rumors. All the rumors are crazy. 4chan going crazy at the minute with like just... There's like a thread pretty much every day from someone that's in the know. Maybe you should have watched your recap better, yeah. I probably should have, mate, to be honest. Younglei, how are you doing? I hope you're good. Marcus, now a proud owner of an authentic Japanese Soul Silver with a Pokewalker. Marcus, that's incredible. That is exciting, my friend. How have you been finding the games? I hope you've been enjoying them. US Internets in June would be awesome to see that. It would be amazing. It's always, like I say, it's the one event I always wanted to attend. Especially when I was playing like a lot back in the day. It was always like the one that I thought I'd love to go and compete. Be amazing. It would be such a great experience. And Zyro, how are you doing? Good to see you live again. Good luck with the Nuzlocke. Just stop by on your lunch break. Hope you're having a fantastic day, my friend. Thanks so much for stopping by as well. It's nice to be back. Like I really thought last week I'd be fine, but I was not fine. I was needing a break after Dortmund. I did not feel my best. But like I say, I feel good this morning. Had a bit of a break over the weekend as well, which helped, but just got this sore throat that's like sticking around. My chest's a lot better than it was. So not as coffee, but yeah, just weird. I don't know what it was. I was like paranoid before I went as well that it was COVID, but it did the tests and it wasn't that. So, but anyway, it's all going away, which is the main thing. Or hopefully is still kind of lingering, but gone away. But Zara, I hope you're having a fantastic day anyway, my friend. Ewan, how are you doing? Doing okay apart from maybe killing my laptop? No! What happened, mate? Doing an update and then I went back and nothing happens. My tech hates me. That is... Oh no. Maybe if you just leave it for a little while and then go back to it again, it'll work. That is horrible. I hope we figure it out, mate. Could it be like a power supply issue or something? Confusion. Come on, just hit through it. Just this once. There we go. Maybe we get the Gen 9 Mythical revealed. That's what I'm hoping for, Veda. That would be great. Just more content in Scarlet and Violet would be nice. But we'll have to wait and see. I feel like I'm more inclined to think we're probably gonna get a new game over getting any more content in Scarlet and Violet, but who knows. I just feel like they're kind of, I just feel Scarlet and Violet just feels done, and I hope I'm wrong, but it'll be, the only thing that makes me think that I'm wrong is there's still 2 areas that are grayed out on the map, and I think they're definitely places where they could add things to potentially, so who knows. And it would be great if it was all the theories about it being like linked to the king, the ruinous Pokemon, and the gorilla picture that was sketched in Heath's book. If it's to do with those, I think yes, that'll be very exciting. But it doesn't even need to be like a big DLC. Josh, thank you so much for the subscribe as well. Really appreciate it, my friend. And it doesn't need to be a big DLC. It could be just a small little trip where you go maybe with Kieran to an island with, I don't know, one of the professors. Do we need to go down a floor first? I think we do. Let's get the rare. Is this rare candy? Yes. Okay. Ah. Yes, one. Or is this taking us to the lift? I'm not really too sure if this takes us to the lift or not. What are you hoping to see announced for Pokemon Day? Honestly, a good old remake to remember the good old days. I mean, I would be super happy with that. I like... Oh, I'm sorry, chat. I would love a remake. Hot Gold, Soul Silver would be great. Black and White would be great. There's a lot of stuff. I mean, there was a concept art. I can't remember who it was. Put it up last week. I saw on Twitter about the kind of a merge of the 2 games, like Black and White and Gold and Silver. And I think something even like that Ilka's been working on, or Game Freak even, like just a reimagined way of experiences those regions would be very cool, right? So even if we just got a faithful remake of Black and White, I'd be kind of happy with that. Even if it was Gold and Silver, I think be fine with it. So if that is like the worst case scenario and we get that, I'd be super happy. But I do feel like there's a part of me that's like, I think we're gonna get a Legends game as well. You know, I feel like that's in the cycle. Maybe not 2024, but maybe like they did last time, you know, they'll release the 5th or remake November time, and then shortly after that there'll be a Legends game that'll kind of follow in the new year, which would be like early 2025. So who knows what they're going. But what about you, King Seraph? How are you doing? I'm doing good today, my friend. Getting through these coffin splurges that I've got, but I hope you're doing great, and awesome to see you on the stream as always. There you are. The elevator key, man. I think the next gen console is going to be announced. I think in March it might be. I think because they were all the rumors originally with when the next gen or the Switch successor was going to be announced, right? So it was like March time. So I think they'll probably still reveal it in March. I'm so pleased we switched there. That is brutal. What have we got? The Zubat. Come on, Goblin. Let's go. So, but if rumors to be believed, then for it to be not released until 2025, which I don't really mind too much, you know. It'd be nice to have it this year, but I mean, if it gives them longer to develop the games for it, and all of that jazz, then I think that's fine, and we get another year of the Switch, which is, yeah. Although I kind of feel at the same time, like, I feel like I'm kind of ready for a new console. So, another year. Hopefully we get some decent titles released on it this year, or they do stuff with the virtual console and things to make it a bit more manageable throughout this year. But I guess we just have to wait and see what is revealed. But we're meant to be getting a partner show. Is it like a partner direct this week? So this will probably be like, probably say like Wednesday maybe, that'll be released, which we'll stream if which should be fun. I don't know what kind of time they would do it, because I think the last direct they did was pretty late for us in the UK. But X speed, we definitely don't need that. They're smart, they'll do a Legends game. I agree. Team Soul Silver, Hot Gold remake. Here we go. Hope so. That would be amazing, Kaylee. I would be over the moon with that. You and I'm tired of remakes, but if they do GS, I hope they remove Kanto. Remove Kanto? Really? Don't like just going back to it after the game, and then I don't know if they could remove it though if it was like a remake, because you've got like, I don't know if you could take like Mount Silver out and then go into Battle Red. It's such an iconic kind of part of the post game, you know. Can we go up? Okay, we're good at the moment for the hyper potion. UDM17, how are you doing, mate? I hope you are having a fantastic day. My weekend was alright, mate. It was pretty quiet, to be honest. I didn't do a great deal. Not feeling brilliant, so I kind of just took it very easy, mate. Caught up on a lot of stuff that I like missed out on last week, just being out of action. So hope you had a good weekend though, my friend. Great to see you as always. Let's hope it's not a let's go game again. I've been thinking about this, and I don't know, like, it wouldn't be top of my list, but I really enjoyed Let's Go. So I wouldn't be like, if that's the only thing we're getting this year, because they're saying, maybe they think, okay, we don't want to do a Legends game because we want to keep that for the new system, and they don't want to do the fifth or the remake or whatever they're planning for the remake because we want to keep that for the new system. We've got a year to kill. We could do a Let's Go game, and Ilka could do that, right? So just buff out a year. I wouldn't mind that too much, to be honest, because I think it'd be fun playing Gold, Silver, or Crystal, whichever one of these decide to do, as a Let's Go game, because those games are really nice. Like, they look aesthetically, they look so good, really fun to play. So I wouldn't mind that too much. It wouldn't be like, I wouldn't be super happy, because I think it's like, kind of would prefer Legends game, would prefer like something else, right? Something that we haven't had before. But I still think it would, just to fill a gap, as long as we knew stuff was on the horizon, I think I'd be all right with it. Like, it wouldn't be the best scenario ever, but it would be, I'd be kind of all right with it. I reckon there will be a remake in a Legends game next year. Potentially. I do feel like it might be kept for the new system. If they do stuff like that, you know. Has to be a new Legends game. Black and white remake. The Gen 5 references are too high. This is very true. Yeah. It's weird because, like, before Christmas I was convinced there was always going to be Unova. Whatever it was going to be a Unova themed game. But the closer we get to Pokemon Day, the more I feel like I'm just convinced it's just going to be a Johto game of some sort. And it's weird. It's so weird. The final DLC for Scarlet and Violet 2. I mean, I really hope we get another DLC content for Scarlet and Violet. I think it'd be so good if we do. I feel like I'm not ready to be finished with Scarlet and Violet yet as well. And they got so many raids they could do as well, like the 7-star raids that they could do to kind of run out the rest of the year on these titles. So another DLC would be nice. King Ceres, how you doing? Doing good. Stuff. I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel on the Switch Lite. Now I'm platinum ranked. Now I'm 5. Nice, mate. That is awesome. Great to hear. Ewan, if I know Nintendo at all, they won't announce it until they have a firm date. We'll hit. Trying to think if they've ever missed a release date. I don't think Nintendo have they? Like the IPs definitely have. Like Zelda definitely has. Pokemon have, in a roundabout way. I guess, yeah. Yeah, so. Xia, how are you doing? Hope you're good, my friend. Great to see you. When is Pokemon Day next week? So it's a week tomorrow. So next Tuesday, the 27th, is when Pokemon Day is. It's very exciting. Right. What are our Pokemon looking like, health-wise? Not terrible. How have we got? Nothing to heal. Okay. Let's just go in. I'm not too sure. I don't think like Giovanni's level is going to be too high. He's got the Kangaskhan that can be a bit of a pain to deal with. And true. Let's Go was an interesting concept, but I think it would need a massive overhaul given a level 5 Pokemon can body a level... Yeah. I mean, that part of it was kind of strange, mechanic-wise. Yeah, and I'd imagine they probably will just change a few things from the original as well. See you next Tuesday for the Pokemon Day. See you next Tuesday, David. For sure. I can't wait, mate. It's going to be great. Hope they overhaul the Legends battle system, though. Really? I kind of like the Legends battle system. I thought it was really good. It was just different. I don't think any Johto game can beat Heart Gold Soul Silver. Nah, I agree. I think they are like the peak, aren't they? They are just... They are like the bar was set when they were remade. And it's like nothing's quite lived up to. I mean, Oras was very close to it, I think, but... yeah, they're just such good, complete games. And that might be the nice thing that they're doing. If we don't get anything big this year, we get something like smaller, like Let's Go game. It might mean that we get a good remake next year, you know? They might use Ilka this year for whatever they're like, that stopgap before we get something new next year. Lexi, how you doing? They need to step up the raids with mons. You actually have an incentive to catch. Starters aren't really doing it anymore. No, they're not. I completely agree with you. That is the one thing that I really feel like they've just taken their eye off the ball with those, because it's like there's so many Pokemon they could do the raids for other than the starter Pokemon. You've got like all the Reggies that are just that you can transfer in, but you just can't get. You got a bunch of the mythical Pokemon that are pretty much the same. So it's like, yeah, there's just so many they could be doing different raids with. They don't all need to be 7-star either. They could be a mix of like 5-star raids as well. So, but yeah, they definitely need to. Game in Rocket Corner base theme, so I do love it. I do love it. Muffin, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well. And a great Johto all the way. So many Gen 2 Pokemon get another evolution. Obviously, that's the other thing. What they could do is like actually just revive a lot of these like Gen 2 Pokemon that have been a little bit forgotten about, you know, and just give them a bit of an overhaul. And I guess with like one way for them to kind of do that is, as crazy as it sounds, right, if they did a mix between Unova and Johto, then they could give like regional forms to Unova Pokemon in Johto and Johto Pokemon in Unova. So there's definitely ways for them to kind of do that sort of thing. Plum, how you doing? I hope you're well. Tried to get into Master Duel the other day, but I do kind of prefer Duel Links. Link Evolution. The Yu-Gi-Oh games, there's so many of them. Cyrus, have you tried Radical Red? John, I have tried Radical Red. It's very good. Problem is, being a caster, I can't really do any ROM hacks on the channel as long as I'm casting, because it looks bad on the brand. But that's pretty much like the rule of thumb. So when the day comes and they like we don't require services anymore, we'll start doing some ROM hacks on the channel, which would be a lot of fun because there is a lot of fun ones out there. But I hope you're having a good morning, and great to see you as always. We need to, yeah, it might be good to just heal up before we take on Giovanni. Callum, how you doing, mate? Great to see you. Do you have guts on Raticate? I don't think we do, you know. I think it's pickup. Yeah, we got done with this one. It's a dreaming. How are you doing? I hope you're doing great. Having a good start to the week. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not guts, Callum. Have a look. We can just check. Nah, it's runaway. The worst. Yeah, let's just be a bit cautious against Giovanni. I'm pretty sure we'd be alright, but we don't need to take any unnecessary risks at this stage. Shuckle evolution would be sweet. Shuckle would be very cool. Imagine a regional Tyranitar. Definitely down for that. That would be insane. They do like a little bit of Tyranitar as well over at Game Freak, so you could imagine it's definitely one that they would be like, yeah, we'll give Tyranitar a regional form. They don't have too many like picks from like Gen 2 because there's not too many new Pokemon in those games. So Tyranitar, Skarmory I feel like would be a good one to give a regional form to. So yeah, there's some nice ones. Oh, we've got one body press left. One. Ah, Celadon. How many double kicks is this going to take? Too many. Celadon for TM. Dig TM. We might even have the Dig TM, you know. I don't think we used it, so we might have it, but if we can pick it up. Crystal Clear legitimately got me to buy a Switch and play BDSP Violet. That's so interesting. Like a ROM hack got you to buy. Like there's an advert for Game Freak and Nintendo. If you ever needed one. You got a Legends Johto, Volo could be waiting for it. That's the thing, right? Yeah, Volo's still on his mission. His hunt for Arceus. Oh, this coughing. Don't explode on us, please. Ewan, in Pokemon say they consider Nuzlocke to be ROM hacks. I think they were. I think it was a miscommunication within the company itself. So there was information about that, but that has since been clarified, confirmed that it's not the case, because it's like they're so far apart from each other, right? They're so far, like a Nuzlocke and a ROM hack. Like I don't even know how that even got misinterpreted in the first place. So, because a Nuzlocke's like just a way of playing the actual game. It's crazy to me that was a thing. But yeah, there was a bit of miscommunication. I think probably this is a few years ago now, so that's all been ironed over. But yeah, ROM hacks are definitely like, it's obvious, like, you know, you're taking like an IP and changing it not true to its origins, you know, so you can see why that would be a bit of an issue. Muffin dude, literally my exact thought. Update that the black, gold and silver white concept. That concept is crazy good. Crazy good. Like the art on those boxes was insane. No, we don't need to go up here. We need to go to the left. to the lift. Yeah, I mean, that would be probably, I would take that over a Legends game. And I like, if we got something like that, that would be like top of my list. Just that concept art. How crazy would it be as well if that concept art came out and they were like, this is kind of, this was our idea all along. Giovanni, give us the Silph Scope. Yeah, I think Muffin, just something new. That's what, like, that's all I'm kind of hoping for. Something new that we haven't had before. Legends, we kind of got that. I kind of want more of the Legends stuff, but I'm down with more experimental things, you know? Glom, God, thinking about Volo waiting for the player in a second Legends game is one of the few things that gives me the chills. That final battle with Volo. Just relentless. He keeps going and going and going. Heal up. Wise words, Ken. Joe, how are you doing? I hope you're having a great start to the week. Great to see you as always. New Game 17. After all the power creep that is happening, I think that high time Regigigas and Slaking got better abilities. That would be kind of nice. Go back and get Protect. I like the idea of Protect, especially in a Nuzlocke. It seems like a really redundant move, but there are times where you think, okay, Protect here would kind of help us out. It's a really, really rare situation, but can be good. Got anything that's going to be good against the can? I mean, can stay in for one, I guess. Bits of dreaming. Last time I Nuzlocked this game, Giovanni's Kangaskhan crit one shot the Gyarados with Mega Punch, even though I was over leveled. That is just uncalled for. I'm hoping that I'm not reading that at this exact time that we're facing the Kangaskhan. Poison's nice here for sure. I would really like to get through this battle without losing anything. Do the double kick this. It should do. That's not bad. Kangaskhan's so thick though. We're not too over leveled here. Right, double kick's got it now. I'm pretty sure we have speed, so we're fine. There we go. Giovanni done. New Paradox forms in Johto games that all tie into the Gen 10. Let's go. That would be very cool. I would love that. How did they not make a Paradox Skarmory? It's already, yeah, pretty much is, right? It's already a feature form. We need the past form. Thank you, Giovanni. The Silph Scope. Right, we are good. While we're here, we may as well do a little bit of slot machining. I wonder how much money we've got, actually. Because the plan is going to be to get the Snorlax, get a Shadow Ball, not lose to Sabrina this time. Well, we didn't lose to Sabrina. We just lost Snorlax to a random Ghastly, which was brutal. We can buy some. Okay, let's hit the jackpot. Let's try it. Just for a little one. I wonder what the 3 R's give us. We need that 7, which we haven't got this time. It's not good. And I think they confused vanilla Nuzlocke with a randomized Nuzlocke back then. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's probably what it would have been, yeah. And then just like blanket all Nuzlockes. It's crazy, really. Still waiting for Pokemon Stadium Revolution game with all the Pokemon in it. Callum Dawn. That would be the dream as well. They've got so many things they could do. Ah, so close. Yeah, Battle Revolution game would be very good. The Dudarius. We're not getting a new Terra Raid because of Pokemon Day. I feel like that's the reason. I stayed up last night just in case they dropped something. So if you're ever wondering, on a Sunday night, the UK time, so you can translate it to wherever your time zone is, but UK time, normally on a Sunday night, the 7-star raid will get announced at about 11:15 p.m. And if it's a 5-star raid and a an outbreak event, that normally gets dropped an hour later, so like 12:15. That seemed to be the patterns. But both came and went last night and nothing was revealed, and I was like, it has to be to do with Pokemon Day, so we're probably going to get something big announced on Pokemon Day, and that'll run. So that's kind of exciting to know that we'll probably be getting some events. It'll probably be a 7-star raid, could be like all three. We could get a 7-star raid, we could get 5-star raids from Mythical, and we could get a mass outbreak event as well that runs for, you know, 2 weeks. Who knows? That was close. That was close, too close. Honestly cry if they do that. Imagine it's like a Legends game though, like Gen 2 and 5 combined. That would be amazing. Connected somehow back then. I think they've got the tie-in as well, you know, between like the Blueberry Academy and Kitakami, because Kitakami has to be very close to Johto, or in the same part of the world at least. And then you've got Blueberry Academy, and we've traveled between those two spots in Scarlet and Violet, so it's not like too far-fetched to say there could be some link there between the two games for whatever reason. The Voltorbs, we're getting everything other than these 7s. This will just save a little bit of time for us later. Break TM is also in Celadon department store. I have made. Ah, that's actually really true. Okay, how many more spins are we going to do here before we say... Trying to get a shiny Totodile as a starter in Crystal for the last 3 weeks. Starting to lose faith. Don't lose faith. Keep at it, Rob. You will eventually get it. It's so good when you finally get it as well. Just a tease. We get like 2 of them. There we go. We got it. We can leave now. We can leave, chat. Finally. Got the Jackie. The Jackie has landed. Imagine a Let's Go Johto with Let's Go Pichu, Let's Go Togepi as a mascots. I would be down for that. I think that would be a great game. I really do. You think we might get a new Tekken or Pokken? I don't think we will, you know. Which is kind of sad in a way. It's just the way that they dropped it from... We might do on the new system. You never know. But the way they dropped it from official tournaments is just... It was just not the interest there, which is like really sad. They just didn't get the attendees, so but you never know in the future. Matthew, thank you so much for the subscribe. Right, let's go get this ghost in the tower. Actually, I'll tell you what we could do. Did we get the tea? I'm pretty sure we got the tea right from the lady, so we can use the... We don't need to... Let's get some TM stuff as well. Do you sell? So this is raw hyper beam. Dig. Dig's probably a nice one to pick up. Brick break. Another nice one. Callum, thank you for the tracked not so good. Right, great balls. Let's grab another 9 of those. Potions. Grab 6. And super repel. How many of them? Oh, we've got a few. Okay. Sell some stuff as well, because we've got plenty of things we can sell. calcium. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We need to stock up on some cash now. Nilio, how are you doing? I hope you're good, my friend. Great to see you as always. Beta Kitakami had pretty iconic Johto. Mons. Now that you say it, Noctowl for it. Come to mind. Yeah, exactly. So I think that could be a way to link them if we do see something like that. I don't know. I'm grasping at straws here, so it might not even be what we see happen, but it could be, you know. Don't quit now on the winning streak, Ken. Don't. We'll end up in there like all day. I would literally say it'll be like just one more spin. You can do it, Rob. Keep going for it, you'll get it. Keep going, we'll eventually get the win. We are gonna have to go in there in a little while though, just to hopefully we might be able to just rack up enough money just to buy the coins we need. Okay, so we still have an encounter in here, which is nice, and I think our repel's worn off now, so that's good. So the first thing that we encounter in here, it's annoying that we can't use our run-in shoes in this building for whatever reason. Can't believe we missed that out as well. You're playing on the virtual console, Rob? No, I'm playing on the GB operator. It's a little device, so you can put like your cartridge into it and then play it on the PC. It's kind of nice. It's a cool little device. So play your Game Boy Advance games all on there, which is nice. If you haven't got one, it's maybe worth having a look at. Very cool investment. No held items, yeah. Cannot sell the glass. That's true, yeah. We can sell all those things as well. Love how we kept the nugget just in case, just for when we need it. No running inside. So banned. Another escape rope. That's kind of handy. That'll do for the one that we used earlier. Where's our ghastly encounter? Zilla, you haven't got too many levels to go. 3 levels, then we're good. Here we go. What do we got? We knew it. It's a ghastly. Let's give it a taste of its own medicine. This is true, no running across the graves. I forget that they are actually graves in here. It's kind of creepy. Right, let's see. Can we grab it? We're gonna go for the classic Rick Ghastly nickname. Let's make great balls. Oh, they're this way, aren't they? Name him Ken. Okay, we'll do that. The curse is not what we want to be seeing. Come on, this time. We need Ken. You and Casper. I'll go with our rule of thumb was always that whoever suggested first will get the nickname. So for this one, we now have a nice ghastly called Ken. Right, okay, so I can put repels on now because that's just going to make it a little bit quicker. Ken, my beloved. We need to evolve Ken. I need to chase up where this link cable is in the post and make sure that it arrives as soon as possible. If it arrived tomorrow, that would be nice, because then we could probably, we can keep Ken alive. Evolve him. Intruder be gone. Amulet coin is sadly locked behind 40 Pokedex. Oh, members registered, so the best way to raise cash is to use the best secure against trainers that you know. Yeah, I think the ones in the bike path are quite good, aren't they? At the top of the bike path. So we could use the Versus Seeker there. And that's pretty rich. That's pretty good for leveling our Pokemon up as well. Probably just a good way to just get everything to a decent level. Because what are we, like 43 our level cap now? So we can get everything up to around like level 40, 39, 40. Before we start taking like Sabrina and stuff on, that'd be kind of nice. Ken Ketchum. You plan on doing the Soul Silver only run after Leaf Green or the Scarlet and Violet Shiny Dex run you mentioned? I think I would kind of like to do the Soul Silver Shiny only run, you know, Vader. I really would love to get it to do that. I think it'd be, yeah, it'd be a long one, but I think it'd be a good one to do. Okay, Modzilla and Goblin. Between the two of you, we should be good to take these grunts on. So yeah, that's kind of like what I'm thinking next. What's everyone think though? What would everyone prefer to see? You know, because that's the big thing. Like, what are you guys interested in seeing more? Ken Ketchum. The link cable still didn't arrive. I was wondering about it. Yeah, Vader, yeah. I was just saying, when we came into the tower for the first time in the start of the stream, I was like, huh, the link cable's not here. And it's like I hadn't even thought about it since I got back, and I had ordered it before I went to Dortmund, so I'm like, should have arrived by now. So we'll have to check where that is, because it was an Amazon order, so it was like it should have been really quick. Gengar kind of has the hairstyle and expression of the stereotypical Ken, doesn't it? I don't know, like when I think of Ken, I think of Ken from like Street Fighter. That's like my default Ken. It's weird. That's always like, yeah, that's what Ken looks like. Street Fighter Ken. Street Fighter Ken does not have the spiky hair. But the long hair, the long locks. The weirdest moment in Pokemon history, telling you throw Marowak was pod ghost for ages. And then in Sun and Moon it happens. Then they do it. That's funny though. A ground ghost type. It would have been really good. Normally use the flying trainers at the bottom of the route as the electric type move just kills this. Ah, that's not a bad idea, Callum. I'm gonna do that. Thank you. Silver shiny run. It'd be Soul Silver. So, not silver. So the graphics would be slightly better. Slightly better. I mean, they're pretty much the same game, right? As I caught 25 shinies last week and already on 2 again. Now hunting Chikorita. Yes, only run. Nice. Lexi, congrats on all the shiny hauls as well that you got. I managed to get shiny Lugia this morning in the Ultra Worm hauls in my Ultra Sun, which was, I don't know how many resets altogether. I have to go back and check, but must have been well over 3,000 resets easy. And considering the odds are like 1 in 4,096 or something around that. I feel like, yeah, it was like payback for all of the under odds shinies hunts that we've had recently. But yeah, hopefully the shiny luck continues, mate, this week. Is there any way to play DS games on the computer or TV like that? And well, you can get a capture card fitted into your DS. So that would be like they put a board in basically, so you can set a signal to your PC and play it through that. So that is a way to do it. Other than that, you would have to use an emulator, so it wouldn't really be the same. Which, yeah, it's not ideal. And I don't know if there must be people still putting capture cards in 3DSs. But I know that the company that used to do, well, it wasn't really a company, I think it was an individual that used to do them. I don't know if they still fit them. But yeah, that's pretty much the only way. I wonder if Analog are going to do something, because they did the Game Boy one recently, the Analog Pocket, and I wonder if they'll ever do like a DS version of like what they've been doing. So that might be something we see, which would be good, because they always have some way of being able to kind of port it to the PC. But I'm still on grass type only Nuzlocke of Scarlet on the DLC now somehow. Nice, Callum, that's awesome. Grass only, pretty difficult for like, especially some of the Team Star bosses. That is too close for comfort. Glom, yeah, shiny Lugia. So I got that yesterday in the Dynamax Adventure raids. When I was at the same time, I was doing the resets for the Ho-Oh, and I got the Lugia just before I finished up. I was like, oh my god, finally got the Lugia. So that was good. So both of those are done. But I need Solgaleo on the Dynamax Adventure raid, so I need to find someone that's got the route that I can kind of steal and save in my game, because Shield doesn't have Solgaleo, just Lunala. So that's the next one that I need to do. So there's like Solgaleo, Lunala, and Necrozma that you can only really shiny hunt in the adventure raid. So they're the ones that I'm going to try and focus on, because you can get majority of the other legendaries from the other games. The Ghastly Ketchum reference. It's a reference to the picture Dota drew in the 3 graveyard with the Ketchum gravestone. Love it, Ken. Currently on Mewtwo in the wormholes myself. Still want to catch Rayquaza. Good luck with the Mewtwo hunt. It's such a nice shiny, isn't it? Right, where are we? Where are we going next? I think we need to go to the bike path, really. Get ourselves a Snorlax. Because we've got the Versus Seeker. I'm pretty sure we picked that up from Vermilion when we were there. So we can get Fly. Get ourselves a Snorlax. Replace Raticate, although I kind of want to replace Raticate. I really like Raticate, but Snorlax is, we have to have a Snorlax in that team. Just so good. Right, let's go get Fly first. We not got a cut Pokemon in our team. Okay, we do need something with cut. Nope. Not you, Deborah. I guess Deborah would. Are we gonna need cut too much more after this? I feel like Raticate's the better option just for now. Knowing that we're gonna kind of replace it anyway. Scary Face, that'll do. Thank you, Veda. Picked up my Poipole soft reset again yesterday, not counting though, because I'm lazy. Did for about 3 hours. I hope you get it soon. Such a great shiny as well. when you get it. Did I think I have Solgaleo saved? I have to check that if you do. That would be incredible if I could just steal it from you. Because they're going to be the tricky ones to get, I think, for what I'm trying to do. Callum, Snorlax is the third best Pokemon in this game for Nuzlocke. What would you say that? What are your top two, Callum? Above Snorlax. PD, you can now fly. Aerialist 60. Okay, we'll keep Aerialist because it's just one of those moves that's kind of nice to have, as it can never miss. No Souls, how are you doing? Great to see you as always. I hope you're having a great start to your week. Glad you're streaming again, feeling better. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better than I was. Thank you. Which is nice. Right. We don't want to encounter anything there because then it means we can't get the Snorlax. Have we got anything that can put to sleep? Do we have Hypnosis? We don't. Okay. Okay. Right. But you can go up top. It's the Snorlax. Right. Let's go for it. Danny, good morning to you. I hope you're having a great start to your week. Great to see you as always. Go get Ghastly. We'll get the Snorlax and then we'll throw it in. Starmie. Yeah, Starmie's a great. Yeah. Just because its coverage is so good. Surf, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Psychic, late game. Great versus the Elite 4, yeah, as well. Right, let's get ourselves a Snorlax. Can we flinch this thing? We can get some cheeky little flinches, oh man. Yeah, this thing's gonna hit like a truck, isn't it? Deborah's probably a good one to bring in against it, because Deborah's got decent defenses. And we still take an absolute pounding. Could growl it just to weaken it. Okay. Bring in PT. Cheese it with some sand attacks. Ah, these yawns. Come on, Debs. I worry about the crit with these headbutts. It's the name, Drumstick. Drumstick for Snorlax. I like that. What have we got with... Okay, let's bring Sprinkles in. You hunt Chikorita, but you get your third shiny palm tree. Man, these yawns are like... Alakazam #1, Callum. Can get one now, it's pretty much makes Koga a joke. Yeah, Calm Mind, Psychic. Can we hype? We can just get some damage off onto this thing. If we get a flinch as well, that'd be nice. Okay, that's... Okay, I guess this gives us a bit of an opportunity to get it down. Oh, it's got the berry, hasn't it? Of course. We like to see. Come on, Raticate. Snorlax is absolutely brutal. Yeah, I guess like Callum, like the Alakazam makes so much sense. It's just such a hard one to get in game because you kind of need the link trade, the cable to like be able to evolve it in the end once you've got it. And if you're doing a Nuzlocke as well, it's so hard to just get an Abra. You've got to get so lucky on that first ball. Drumstick has arrived. There we go. We got it. For an ordeal. We get a good nature on it as well. That's what we want. Just fits perfectly. Right. Raticate, you did a great job there, but we are benching you for a little while. Where can we get a Starmie? Can we get one like Cinnabar Island area? Should have been Drum Thick. It should have been Lexi. Why didn't you say that sooner? That's so much, yeah, just a better nickname. All right, let's have a look. Hasty, the best. Timid, ghastly though. That is fire. Okay, so Eradicate. Forget that we've got Sandslash here as well. Where are we going to put Ghastly? We haven't really got room for Ghastly at the moment. I do want to level up Ghastly though as well, because I think Ghastly would be really good generally. Okay, but for the moment Ghastly will be an end game Pokemon. It's a dream. And how's Dusseldorf? Dusseldorf and Dortmund were really great, mate. I had a fantastic time. The broadcast was amazing. The games that we could feature over the weekend, like the players did not disappoint one little bit. They were fantastic. So yeah, it was really good. I just got really sick for the event itself, which was not ideal. And then last week after I got back, I was not in the best of shapes, but feeling a lot better now. Had a great time though. Hope you've been keeping good, and great to see you as always. So you can get with a super rod on the south of Pallet, 40% chance. Zyro, thank you so much for the info. That's probably the one that we go for then, because we used our encounter there in the last run for Tangela, which we probably don't need so much in this one, at least hopefully not. A grass type would be really good. Starmie and Staryu are such, yeah, they're so good. I love them. But we've got a lot of levels to kind of go. A bit of level grinding at the moment, so we're pretty close to getting the final evos on most stuff. One of my best shiny hunting days yesterday. Finished Oshawott, Shelder, Hoothoot and Inkay lines. Wow, the lines, not just the actual Pokemon, come to keep the luck rolling. That's amazing, Nozhorse. That is such a good day of shiny hunting. That's amazing. Congrats. Yeah, hopefully the luck continues, my friend. That's great to hear. Rob, do you remember the first shiny I ever caught? Yeah, so the first shiny I ever encountered was in Pokemon Pearl, and it was a Fearow, a random Fearow. So that was the first one. I still need to dig through that cart to see if it's in there or if I transferred it to home. But that was my first one. How about you? But you need to get knocked out, and you need to knock out the Krabby encounter. The Krabby encounter. We playing dupes and shiny claws. Yeah, so any dupes that we get. So we could kind of set it up where we encounter a Krabby earlier, so then that doesn't count, so we can kind of almost manipulate ourselves to be able to get a Star Me or a Star You, like guaranteed almost from that spot. Sarah, first shiny was Shiny Staravia in Platinum. One of the lakes. That is such a good shiny to get. Staraptor shiny's great. I love it. Rob, yours was Girafarig. That's great shiny. It's got such a good shiny as well. Traded my first legit shiny away for the other version legendary. It was stupid. Then go. And the Groudon was hacked. Vader, no. Makes me sad. What was it that you traded away, Vader? It makes me very sad. Have we got Magikarp out the way? No, we've still got Magikarp to... So we can actually go back, because we've got the Magikarp we can get from the NPC at the Pokemon Center before Mount Moon. So we've still got that. That's a way to get that out of the way, I guess. So that would be one way to do it. And then we don't even need to worry about Krabby, I guess. David currently hunting Phalanx in Scarlet and Violet with an outbreak. 2 so far, but want the mark. Good luck with the mark. Hope you get it very soon. Such a nice shiny as well. I forgot, you know, is it Crustle? I got a random Crustle shiny in the Dynamax Adventure Race. I forgot how nice a shiny it is. Such a good shiny. Catch one in Pallet Town and the other in Vermilion City with the Super Rod. Gonna be the way to do it, I think. The Electric Dog from Horn. Manectric Pre-Evolution. Is that the one? Or was it Manectric? That's got such a good shiny as well. That actually makes me even more sad. This is true, we can buy it now, we've got Fly. Purchase the Magikarp, get that one out of the way. These Weezons are brutal. Bring Drumstick in. One was Random Encounter, Airpom. That's a nice shiny though, Airpom's a great shiny. In the Safari Zone as well. It didn't run away and it caught it after 4 or 5 throws. Nice. That is great. I love that. Such a good shiny. Joseph, how are you doing, my friend? Great to see you. Hope you're having a good start to your week, and thanks for joining the stream today. Be playing the Global Sinnoh Tour this weekend. I will be playing in it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. How about yourself? Oh, the Weezing. These were the trainers I was talking about doing the Versus Seeker, because they give decent XP as well. Especially if it'd be easier if we had a Psychic type. So the flyers down the bottom that Callum was talking about probably are easier. Electrike, yeah, that's the one. In your opinion, what game has the best shiny decks? Like, most of the ones have great shinies. That's a really tough one. I'd say Horn's probably quite good. I feel like Gen 3 shinies were all pretty good shinies. You didn't get many that were like the very similar shiny to what their normal kind of form was, you know? Gen 3's got to be up there. Scarlet and Violet's not bad, to be honest. You do have a few, like you got Ceruledge, Armarouge, which are pretty much exactly the same as their non-shiny forms. So yeah, I don't know. Gen 3, I feel like off the top of my head, feels like one of the better ones. Because everything from the Gen 3 decks, I feel like, has a really good shiny. The legendaries all have good shinies. But like Flygon, Metagross. Yeah, I feel like it has to be the Horn decks. It has to be. Yeah, I think so. Spencer, how you doing, mate? Great to see you. Hope you had a great weekend and having a nice start to the week as well. We could stream if you guys would be down for some global challenge streams. Be good too. I was gonna actually do the short stream for this one, but I kind of want to chop this up and do a video with it when I'm finished. And I was like, it's gonna kind of awkward chopping up a low res screen if I record it like that. So I was like, maybe I'll leave the short streams for another day. But everyone seems to be giving them a try at the minute, so probably a good idea too. All I think is Pokemon ES with electric. Gen 5 has some nice shinies. Yeah, Gen 5 is good as well. Yeah, actually Gen 5 and Gen 6 as well. When I think about like Aegislash. What else we got in Gen 5? I guess you got all the Megas in Gen 6 as well, didn't you? It makes it like... Yeah, it's really difficult. Yeah, gimme go Goldingo. Really bad. Really bad. Yeah. Gigalith is a really nice shiny, yeah. This is true, like a lot of them just have, like, all the shinies have been pretty good throughout, haven't they? Muffin, let's make it happen. This Friday night, we could do it. Oh man, this is... I love wheezing. It's only used like 2 or 3 smoke screens on us. Gigalith's got one of the best shinies. Mighty, how you doing? Welcome back. Garchomp shiny is like a slap in the face considering how good Gabite is, yeah. Both the pre-evolutions are like really good shinies, and then Garchomp's like, ran out of time. Sorry guys. It's 5 o'clock on a Friday and we've got Garchomp shiny to do. Just make it just a slight shade. Is basically what we saw. So bad. Staccato, how are you doing? I hope you're having a fantastic Monday. Great to see you as always. Everything is going well. Just got myself a Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Very exciting. I am looking forward to hearing how you've enjoyed it. Hope you have a great time with it. You will, for sure. You love wheezing, but you're coughing. That's exactly my predicament at the moment. Stop bulking. Just not having a psychic type really makes it super difficult to deal with. Probably why it'd be worth getting like Ghastly and using it as like a pseudo psychic type Pokemon. Would it be nice to have a Hypno in the team? Muffin, Manchow's low-key a top tier shiny. Manchow's a very cool shiny, yeah. Do have an encounter here, so we can get a Doduo in this spot. Glom, you are a shiny Garchomp enjoyer. Nothing wrong with that, mate. Nothing wrong with that. Everyone named Sidon. No, fair play. Some people really like the subtle shinies. I gotta say, I like shiny Togekiss, you know? It's not the best shiny, but I do like shiny Togekiss. So sometimes the subtle shinies are cool. A Machamp. It's like the trainers on this route are just like, yeah, we're just gonna step things up slightly. These bikers. Doduo will be named Scott. Yeah, we did promise at the start of the run we would do that. Need to change the battery of my 3DS to continue with the shiny Mew. Change the battery, Mighty, or charge it? I'd imagine you'd be able to pick up a replacement battery. It'd probably be good having a replacement battery when you're traveling, you know? Be able to just pop it in wherever you are. Carry on. Luckily there is a store that sells them with a screwdriver included. Ah, so it is replacing them, yeah. Nice. Right, let's get this. Do we go for the Doduo now? See what our encounter is going to be here. Once Koraidon is out, I think it might take my favorite shiny spot. Yeah. Koraidon's such a nice shiny. Okay, let's try and get this Doduo for the party. Doduo could be a good Pokemon to have in the team for Pidgeotto. Trusty shiny Togekiss is named Cheesecake. That's a great name, Vader. I love that. Politoed. Yeah, Politoed's a really nice shiny muffin. Really nice. I love Politoed. Right, as promised at the start of the run, we will name Doduo Scott. It is his favorite Pokemon in the entire world. Sorry, it's not a shiny, but we've got one. You should make a Pokemon where shiny version is very, very common and the non-shiny version is very, very rare. I'm sure some ROM hacks probably exist that do that, you know. Doduo takes ages to evolve. What level does it evolve at? It can't be that high. It must be like, what, mid-30s? I think they should do an ultra shiny, like an ultra rare shiny variant. So you get a shiny variant, which is still as rare as it's always been. And then you get an even rarer shiny, which is like maybe triple the odds. I think that would be kind of cool to see something like that. Ice cream cake. I am playing on a little device. It's called a GB operator, so it plugs directly into your PC. Looks exactly like this, and then you plug your Game Boy Advance or your Game Boy cartridges straight into it. and then you can play on the PC. So it's a nice little device. You Google GB operator, then you'll be able to have a look at them, pick one up if it's something that you're interested in. But really cool little device. I would love Feather Dance, but I feel like Sand Attack's just the cheesy strat I want to kind of stick with for this run. By the way, replaying the original Gen 1 was a blast despite some rough aspects. I will not finish it because of the 8F. Want that shiny Mew so bad. How is that going, Mighty, by the way? At least you've been enjoying the games though. Great to hear. Level 31, mate. Where did you buy that device from? Scott, yeah, if you go, just type in on Google, GB operator, you'll get taken to the site and you can buy directly from Epilogue who create them. But yeah, really good. And then you can back up your saves on your computer. So, you know, if we have a scare like we had at the start of the stream today where it says your game file's corrupted, you know you've got a backup of it. So if things do go wrong, you can then recover stuff, so it's not too bad. Isn't that what they tried to do in Gun Shield with the square shinies? I guess so, yeah, keyboard. Yeah. Sad that we don't get like the square shinies anymore. We just get star shinies now. I like the square shinies, like the rarer. But what I mean is like they do a different color, like a slightly different color. And it would give them a way to redo some of the shiny forms that are maybe not as good. Whereas they're still not taking, you know, so if you've got people that do like the Garchomp shiny, as it is now, it's still in the game, so you're not upsetting anyone. But for those that want maybe a different looking shiny Garchomp, there's an even rarer one that you can get. It's a lot harder to get a hold of, but say it's like it's white and pink or something like that, but the odds again is like 1 in 8,000 chance to get that one. So I think that's something they could potentially look at doing. That's not too bad. There's a ROM hack. What is this, Mighty? I need to see this. There's a ROM hack to get the shiny charm in the second town from some random guy. The odds already lowered. I think it's 1 in 250 for the whole game. Wow, that is crazy. Zyro, at least you've been enjoying yours. Hadaman, how are you doing? Great to see you. It has been a long time. Hope you're doing great. And awesome to see you in the chat as well. One more level with the Vulpix and then we're good to evolve it into Ninetails. Yeah, Glom. Me too. Square Shinies was so good because it was such a rare occurrence, right? When you got one, you were thinking, I've only got, I think, a handful of Square Shinies from Sword and Shield. So obvious that we need something to help us against these fighting types. We've got such a fighting, like, we're not weak to fighting types, but we've not got the best Pokemon to deal with fighting types. Well, I wish I still had my Leaf Green cartridge. It was the first Pokemon game. So many memories. Leaf Green's so great. You should have a look see if you can pick one up. Sometimes you get a good deal on them. Sometimes it can be like way overpriced, but it's such a great game. Callum got a square shiny Umbreon. No way. There's a trophy shiny right there. That's nice. What I don't get, why hasn't Pokemon added a shiny ball? It has a higher chance of catching shinies, like they could make it 100,000 and be actually worth it, like Apricot Ball. That would be such a good thing to see them implement something like that. I would love that. That'd be great. Yeah. Seismic Toss gonna do 29 again. Oh, we'll risk it for a biscuit. This should pick up the knockout. Yeah, okay, we're good. Still a little bit too risky for me though. I'd love a shiny ball though, yeah. Increased odds. Because I was panicking when I got the Ho-Oh earlier today. I was like, I'm not going to catch this. I was like so scared. I was like, I'm going to fail the shiny. Because the one drawback about the Ultra Wormholes is you can fail the shiny. Whereas with the Dynamax Adventure Raids, you're pretty much guaranteed to just get the shiny every time. As long as you catch everything, it's just luck at the end of it. Luke, how are you doing? Great to see you, my friend. Hope you had a nice weekend and having a great start to the week as well, mate. Okay, we're nearly at the bottom of the road. Ton, have you ever played Pokemon Unbound? I have not, my friend. How is it? Olio, how are you as well? How many playthrough you intend to get the Deoxys? I am my 4th playthrough to get my 4th Deoxys. I think we'll only get one. We'll do one playthrough. Because I'm pretty sure you can clone in this game, which makes it, depending on how you sit on the fence. But all Gen 3 games have like the dupe glitches in, which makes it a bit easier. And then you can, when you transfer them across to home by doing that, they all get their own unique home tracker as well, so. But I don't know if I want to play through. I've got so many other things I kind of want to do. I don't think I'll be going back. Once we finish this one and we've got the Deoxys, probably won't be doing too much in Leaf Green for a little while anyway. My favorite Pokemon of all, Weezing. Community would go crazy for Invader. 100%. I would love to see something like that happen though. It'd be great. Yeah, Callum, me too. I mean, we could just skip out and use a rare candy on it right now. I just feel like it's probably better off keeping those for later when we actually need them. Because we've still got a bunch of trainers to do on the other side of the cycle path. So it's not a terrible situation right now. You ever wonder how many shinies you've missed when you've played as a kid? All the time. All the time, Eric. I've probably missed so many. Keyboard, I still have my copy of Leaf Green 2 with all 3 home games. Very nice, my friends. I really want to try and pick up a Fire Red copy, but they're so expensive. I'm kind of watching lots on eBay at the minute. So expensive. Like, I want to get it with the box. I'm just like, do I just get the cartridge and save myself like a bunch of money? We still won't beat Rose's deal. Rose got the best deal out. I've just crazy. I don't know if Fire Red was in it, but I know some like top tier games, Gen 3 games were in there. Right. How are we looking health wise? Not too bad, not too bad. Okay. Be quicker to go from the top, fly from the top. Nothing. Yeah, we got the I got the shiny Ho-Oh this morning. That's been such a grind to get it though. It's just like it doesn't exist. I kept saying to myself, am I doing something where it's not advancing the RNG of the game because I'm just resetting so quickly? The resets were going on for so long. I was actually like thinking that was a thing, but it finally shined, and then I almost knocked it out with Togedemaru. Like, I'm talking like it had about 60% health. I was like, Nuzle's not going to do that much to it, and it literally left it with the smallest amount of HP, paralyzed it, and I was like, oh my gosh, just too close. Too risky. Gen 3 can clone Pokemon, totally forgot about it, yeah. I think all Gen 3 games, like Emerald's probably the easiest for doing it. Shiny Mew's gone pretty good. Just need to beat Koga to use Surf. that I'm using 3 Pokemon, Blastoise, Nidoking, Parasect. Nice. Very nice. We need to teach Dig to Nidoqueen to make it so much easier to deal with these. Please, it's going well though, Mighty. Keep us up to date with how it's going. Name Blastoise Koopa, by the way. Nice. Awesome. Gonna have matching Blastoises. And I remember hearing about shiny hunting with a fishing rod when Black and White first came out. I fished up a blue line Blaskilin, thought it was shiny. But it wasn't. It makes me sad hearing that. We need Dig. What if Brick Break's probably just better than Double Kick as well? So what is Double Kick? Double Kick power 30? Yeah, it was 75, so it's way better. Just having been able to play the game is enough for me, even as an adult. I'm not a huge collector though. I'm trying to get 1 copy of every game. Yeah, that's pretty much all I'm trying to do, and Fire Red's one of the ones that I'm missing, and it would be nice to just have it and be able to kind of just play through it. But it's just so expensive. I'm hoping when they shut down all of the online services for being able to trade up through banking and things like that, that maybe at that stage the older games will maybe take a little bit of a drop, because people will be thinking, well, I can't trade anything up from these anymore to the newer games, so maybe a lot of people will say, I'll just get rid of these older ones, and maybe that'll happen, maybe it won't, but it'd be nice to think that could be a way for them to like drop slightly in price, because I'm not buying them to ever like sell it at a later date. I just kind of want them to be able to play, you know. Yeah, Vader, do you still have that Basculin? That'd be good to know. Going to do a ribbon hunt with shiny Deoxys. That would be a really good thing to do, wouldn't it? It would be, considering that we're getting it in these games. That would be crazy to do. You think it's worth getting both copies of a game? It depends which game, you know? Not always. I don't think you always need to. We battled... Yeah, we battled you. Okay. Sometimes it is. I think if you play competitive Pokemon, there's probably more emphasis on like needing both copies of the game, so you've got access to like all the legendaries and things like that you might need to be able to play with. I think casually, probably not so much needing both copies of the game. And like now they just don't release the 3rd copy anymore, which normally meant that you didn't necessarily need to buy both copies of the game. How much is this doing? Very little. You know, when like Pearl and Diamond came out, you could kind of just get 1 copy of those. Like I only had Pearl, and then I got Diamond, Platinum when that came out, and then you could get everything on Platinum that you kind of missed from not having the version exclusives, you know, from the other cart. But they don't do that. Poison. Yeah, they just don't do the 3rd game anymore, which is like, I kind of miss sometimes. I guess they do DLC stuff in place of it, so. poison on everything. Great, I love it. There are people on Etsy who recreate the original boxes of the games too. Like, come on. You just poison everything in our party. Which is all else can do. Enough? Probably not to knock out. I just worry now about a poison. The poison tick and the sludge. Especially if we get crit. To not be ideal. Steven, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're good. I'm feeling a lot better now. Thank you so much for asking, my friend. I hope you're having a great start to your week. And great to see you in the chat as always. Back on the Leaf Green train, yes. Hopefully make some good progress. I'm hoping we can get to a point in today where tomorrow we'll be able to finish it up, which would be nice. Excited for the Deoxys Sun. I am very excited for it. I think it's going to be a really good one. Coughings and wheezings. I think we're going to have to... Everything is literally poisoned. We need some Vulpix magic here. How much is this going to do? Probably too much. Man. Rough. Goblins are only hope, but we're not really too high level with Jolteon. It's gonna be a bit dicey. It's 30% accurate, it's 100% every time. I blame the Weezings though, because the Weezings were the ones that pretty much just wasted all of our PP for Body Slam. Right, we can evolve Vulpix now. Finally. What's your favorite regional bird? Mine is the cannon. Beak Blast is just so good. Beak Blast is a very, very solid option. Regional bird. I really like Talonflame, you know. Or Staraptor. I'd probably say between those two. Probably my favorite. Right, let's give you a taste of your own medicine, Weezing. The smoke screens. There's a poison. Course. I feel like I'm gonna lose something here, unless I just bring in Deborah and just chip away at it with Brick Break. That's pretty much all I can really do at this stage. Kind of miss the third game, but only when they added stuff that made it worth it. I feel like now they would just do money grabbing tactic. TPC seems to have changed in recent years. Yeah, there is a little bit of that feeling. Pretty sure, yeah, Weezing has Levitate, so I can't use Dig. Okay, that's not terrible damage. It's not the best, yeah. But like when you look at like the third add-ons, like Platinum is a great addition. Emerald is another one. It was very good. So yeah, it'd be nice if we got something like that. I'm just sad we never got Z. You know, X, Y, Z. Z. Be nice if the raid events and such they did this past weekend would have the exclusives in game and originally in. I would have made it for no third game. This is true. I wish they kind of done that the whole time with the raids, where we just got the version exclusives in the opposite game rather than tied to the game themselves, you know? That would have been like, that would have been really cool to see them do something like that. But I guess they want people to buy both versions of the game, so you can see from like a business reason why they didn't. The Cannon Enjoyer, my favorite too, the female shiny one. It is probably one of the best shiny for the regional birds. It's got such a good shiny. Olio, no, we haven't got shiny Zygarde yet, but we will be continuing the Zygarde hunt. So we have not give up on Zygarde at the moment, but still have not got the shiny Zygarde. Did get shiny Lugia yesterday, which was nice. No, stop. I need to. Something is gonna... Oh my god. I couldn't. That was a panic. That was a panic. I couldn't get the save menu up. Like, I'm just gonna lose my Pokemon flying down the path. It wouldn't work. Right, have we got enough steps to go to the Pokemon Center? That was actual pure panic. Pure panic. I hate these poison type trainers. Oh, the stress levels. Gonna go for a walk. Real life Pokemon. Good luck. Enjoy the walk, Callum, and hopefully see you soon, my friend. Nice to be off on a Monday and watch a stream. Definitely great to have you here, mate. Thank you so much for coming by, but enjoy your walk, my friend. Amidst the panic. Dean, what's my opinion on Palworld? I haven't played it, mate, so I don't really have too much of an opinion on it. I know a lot of people really enjoy it and have been having a great time with it, so I think that's really great to see. And I think, yeah, it can't be a bad thing, you know, even for Pokemon. Like, I don't think it's a bad thing at all. Like, competition's always a healthy thing to have between games, you know, always pushes one on. It makes generally improvements across the board more enjoyable for everyone. So yeah, but from what I've seen of it, it looks good, it looks clean, but I just really I can't really give too much of an opinion because I haven't really played too much of it. Neilio, how am I doing? I'm doing good, my friend. After that little panic, I'm doing all right. Hi again to you anyway, mate. Christian. They also added co-op, so version exclusives are much easier. This is true. Version exclusives are easier to get. The problem is with that is you kind of need to know, so like you either need the online membership, right? So you're paywalled in that respect to be able to trade and do the online things like that, or you need to know someone with the, you know, near you, lives beside you, close to you, where you can go and link up with their game. It needs the poison shake. It's too close for me. I don't know why. My start button wouldn't work. Just wouldn't bring the menu up. Nearly had a fatal disaster on the bridge. Imagine losing like half the team just because we couldn't get to the Pokemon Center. We couldn't stop on the bridge. The bike path. No, I think that's everyone now. That's the road done. Okay, that's good. Right, I think on that note, friends, I'm just gonna quickly go and fill up my drinks bottle. I'll be like 2 minutes. So, and then we'll come back and we'll evolve Ninetails. So it'll be like 2 seconds. Oh, sit tight. Sorry, I just, my throat's getting really dry. So I'll be very quick. We're back. We're hydrated. We're good. Thanks for sticking around, friends. Sorry I took a little while though. Right. Let's evolve. No. We need to evolve. We don't want to go back to that screen. Let's evolve. What is going on? Why is my game just doing this? Right. There we go. Firestone is there. And now we can evolve. Ninetales is evolving. We need to change the overlay on it. Change this. Here we go. Beautiful. We now have Ninetales, which is great. I'm very, very happy that we have Ninetales. Right, so I think the trainers down in this patch were the ones that Callum was talking about with the Versus Seeker, which is probably going to be good for Jolteon and such. So we'll do these. Ninetales time. I love the music in these games. So good, aren't they? It's just so like nostalgic. Right, we can use this flamethrower. This should just blitz through these Pokemon. It's nice having like strong attacking moves as well. Ninetales were one of my favorites as well. It was always one that I would never be like, never really used too much through playthrough. I always like Arcanine as well. Ninetales, just so much. I don't know. Something about Ninetales. So good. Fearow. We take this down in one. We should, I guess. No. Got the Ultra Ball rank in Scarlet and Violet with uncommon team. Dugong, Great Tusk, Iron Thorns, Primarina, Dodrio, and Gengar. Only in singles. That's still good, mate. That's great. The spicy team. I love it. They should just play the Gen 3 OST at Pokemon events, but background music would be so good, wouldn't it? Just through the events. They used to, back in the day, they'd always play in nationals. Like they'd always play Eye of the Tiger before the round start, and then play Eye of the Tiger through the round. It's funny that's what they used to do events back in the day in nationals. I don't know if it was like top. I'm sure it was like once you got into like the top cut rounds, but always before like the countdown for the round starting, and then it would be like Eye of the Tiger would start. Funny when you think about it. And who came up with a nickname for Ninetales as well? It's such a good nickname. Japanese can't beat the classics. I really like the music in Sword and Shield too. Yeah, Sword and Shield's got very nice music. You know, I always think like Scarlet and Violet, one of the best things about Scarlet and Violet in my opinion is the music. The music I really love in Scarlet and Violet. I think we've got an encounter in this grass as well, I'm pretty sure. Spencer, if you could pick an entrance music if you were competing, what would you pick? Wow. I don't know, you know what, right? I like WWE and wrestling and stuff like that, so I'd probably pick it like based off like wrestlers, like entrance music, have something like that. I don't know, like CM Punk's music's good. Randy Orton's is very cool as well. Oh, those two tracks, just something like so ridiculous. It's kind of funny as well at the same time. Or maybe an 80s track, you know? Some classic 80s banger. Just to be like super cheesy with it. I don't know. What about you, mate? The Dodrio is strong. Maybe it's worth replacing. Is it worth replacing? What's everyone's thoughts on replacing Pidgeotto with Dodrio? I know Scott's answer to this would be do it. Right, I think the level grind's gonna be... Can you name a Pokemon after your fans in the next game to Nuzlocke? We could still do that. I like naming our Pokemon nicknames after chat. I think it's nice to do. We had Rose. Now we've got Ken for our Ghastly, but Rose was a Venusaur. Right, versus Seeker. Is it better to go with... Jolteon here, I think. One consistent great thing in Pokemon is the music. I can't recall a game where it wasn't great. I gotta agree with you. I think one of what makes me enjoy Legends Arceus more than anything is the music in that game. Like, it's so immersive. Like, I think you do yourself a disservice if you play those games without the music on. Like, really, like Legends Arceus for me is just one, like, such peak music. Just the tunes and all the different areas as well, you know, and it changes night to day as well. I just love it. I do love it so much. But Pokemon always do a great job with the music. I think Masuda has a lot to do with the music creation in the Pokemon games, don't they? "86 steps. Pidgeot as Bird Jesus. So we're not replacing Pidgeot. Scarlet has lovely music as well. Yeah. Yeah. Like the Era Zero music just is... It's this guy again. Again, every time. The Undertaker music, can you imagine? Was it the American Badass track? That's the one. Is that like Kid Rock? The Kid Rock track. What's name my Ninetails? Miles, because of Tails and Sonic. By the way, Tails' full name, Miles Tails Prower. Do love that. I was actually playing a bit of Sonic over the weekend. The original Sonic games. Surprisingly, we still remember like the level select cheat at the start of it as well. Up, down, left, right, A and start. But I can never remember like the dev cheat where you can turn yourself into like different items and give yourself like all the Chaos Emeralds before the game starts, so you can go like Supersonic from the very start of the game, which is kind of cool. Supersonic. Goblin the Jolteon, I know. I'm pretty sure the Lumpy that named it, or Muffin, one of the two. Or it might even been Riley. I'm not sure who named the Jolteon, but it's a good nickname. Come on, give us all three. There we go. We got two. Excellent. Ever since my parents would make me turn my Game Boy sound off in the car as a kid, I almost never played Pokemon with the sound on. That's the problem, right? When you're like out and you can't have the music on. I know that feeling, mate. And you feel like you're missing out. There's a big part of it that's just like, you miss. But yeah, I've had the same thing myself. Always play Arceus with the sound up more than others. Peak for me, yeah. Always do. It's just something about Legends Arceus where it's just like... I just love that game so much. That's why I think if we got another one announced on Pokemon Day, that would make it so exciting. Because I think just a whole new Legends game. And you know the music would probably have that feel, especially if it was a Legends title. It would just be, yeah, aesthetically it would look good. It would be, yeah, brilliant game. Gets me very excited to think that we could potentially have one like on the horizon at some point. Maybe this year, maybe next year, but who knows. Floppy, how are you doing? Just got level 3 ported in. Delay with headphones is a glorious experience. It's the best, the peak experience. Anyone remember Temtem? I remember Temtem. Temtem. I only ever played the beta though, so I never played the actual fully fledged game. Everyone was saying that it would be serious competitor, but now barely anyone remembers it. That's the problem, yeah. I hope games like Pal World done stuff for the same fate. Getting forgotten as awesome. I don't think Pal World will fall like... Because Yokai Watch was another one. I don't know if many of you played that. It's a good game. Good anime series as well, and good manga. But when that got brought out here, that was like, everyone was like, yeah, it's going to be the next thing to compete with Pokemon, but it never really took off. They had like championships for it as well, but just never really had the same hit as Pokemon. Temtem feels like it's, yeah, one of those Kickstarters that just never really came to anything. I feel like Power World might be slightly different, but you never know. You never know with these things. I think taking on Pokemon's such a big task, right? It's such a beast now. The Pokemon games are just like so big. I don't think anything's ever gonna come and get rid of it. It's too established. It's such a big company as well, you know, and they got so many things they could do. I think where if the franchise did feel a little bit like it was threatened, they could pull these hats out, like these things out of the hat, you know, where they could do all sorts of things, like loads of events to just get people's interest back again. I'm worried about this. Oh my god, has it got quick? It's got pursuit though, I think, so we can't risk that. That is too close. This trainer is pretty scary. Double kick. Get rid of helping hand. Love Yokai Watch. Ah, I love this. I love this. I played through Temtem. Extremely okay. Get my attention through the story, but that's about it. It's just a reasonable experience. That's good to hear. I mean, it's nice when you hear like these games have been enjoyed, but I guess it's keeping people going back to them after they've played the games, right? Initially, that's the problem for a lot of these games, where it's like I think Pokemon does it really well, where you've got a lot of replayability to the games, whereas maybe some of the other ones don't have that. I do like collecting some games sealed. Yokai Watch is one of those. Like, I have a copy that I played and a copy that I kept sealed, but the sealed copy I got for, I think it was like £8 or something. It was so ridiculous. I was like, I've just got to buy it and just keep it. I do like it though, and I like the concept of it as well. It's very similar to Pokemon in a lot of ways. Level of Legends became a staple for each gen going forward. And it's probably far-fetched, but it's such a good opportunity to dive into the lore of the regions. I don't even think it's too far-fetched to say that that's what we get going forward. I think if they keep doing the Legends like series and they're just as successful as they have been, I think it's something that we probably will see them like continue with, you know? I think the reason is as well because they've got so many regions where there's so much lore within all of these regions, and each new gen gives you a new region, so you're always going to have something to kind of go back to, you know, to explore stuff that they don't necessarily need to touch upon too much in the main series title when they release it as a new gen, you know? Like the stories, we've got the ruinous Pokemon that we talked about, the Area Zero stuff that we talked about. Imagine like having a Legends game, I don't know, like in 10 years time on Paldea. That would be so good, because you would have like possibly stuff around Heath or the King and the ruinous Pokemon. So there's loads of stuff that you think, wow, and that's just this generation. And by then we'll have like, how many? 3 more generations on top of that? Yeah, so they could totally milk it. And I think people enjoy it. I like really enjoy going back and finding stuff out about these old regions and these stories and the legends from these places that we've played the games in. I'm so intrigued though what they would do if they ever did one on Kanto, or if they could do one on Kanto, you know? Because Kanto feels like one of those regions where there isn't too much where they could kind of touch upon. I don't know. I remember seeing the 3rd one on the shelf. I wanted to pick it up but decided not to. I haven't seen it since. I'll never not regret not buying it. I hate when that stuff happens. That was too close, Ken. Way too close. Glom, you should definitely, I would definitely say, Yokai Watch, give it a go. If you see it, like in a, you know, like a secondhand game store or anything like that, pick it up cheap online. It's definitely worth diving in and having a go with, because it is a lot of fun. A relative of mine bought a PS5 from AliExpress. How did that turn out? That sounds like it wouldn't be. When it arrived, it turned out that it was a Polystation. No. PlayStation 5. How much did they pay for it? I hope it was like a Polystation price and not a PlayStation 5 price. Michael just started a new run with Legends Arceus. I forgot how much I love this game. Awesome to hear, mate. I hope you're having a blast with it. I've been searching so much for the shiny alpha Infernape. I feel like it just doesn't exist in the game. Complete the dex, like perfected the dex entry as well. And it's, yeah, too many resets. We've got ethers, haven't we? Starting a Legends game around the background of Galar would be nice. Really interesting around the whole Dynamax energy pieces, history of the country, particularly around Winden, but obviously biased. That would be very cool. I think there's a lot of lore to delve into, especially with the Darkest Day and stuff like that with Galar, you know. Oh, we've got the Doduo guy. Oh, the Doduo guy once again. I don't want to face that guy. Maybe they could pair Kanto with Johto Legends so that there's a post-game endgame. That would probably be a way of doing it, you know. I think like having some link to Kanto with a Legends Johto game where it's pretty much set up like Gold and Silver, but in the end you go back to Kanto to kind of do post-game stuff. And I guess that they could do some, I guess they could make some link to Cerulean Cave and things like that, why like a lot of strong Pokemon, you know, live in that area. It'd be a way for them to kind of do it. You know what, I'm just looking at the overlay here. We haven't updated. We've still got Raticate on there, and we've got Snorlax in our party now. Here we go, big Snorlax, huge Snorlax. Don't need to be that big. Okay. Do we take on Doduo? We're a little bit stronger, but we're not. a waste of a hyper potion. We've got a super potion. Okay, we'll do that. Still a waste. Still a waste. But we need all the health. We're taking this trainer on. Maybe they could pair Kanto with Johto, yeah. Then Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. Floppy, nice. Maybe we get a new Mystery Dungeon game announced on Pokemon Day. A lot of rumors about it. Come on, just be enough. We were very close last time. Yes, okay. This is fine now. I would adore that they make a new Pokemon game with pixel art like the old days, like 3D, but it would be nice to have that throwback, even if it's something like spin-off game. It would be cool. I can't ever see them kind of doing that though. I don't know, I feel like now, even if they do a remake, I would love to see it. Like, don't get me wrong, Mighty, I think that would be something I would love to see, but I just don't know if they'd go back to doing anything like that. Milo, sorry, I'm having some troubles with the chat. I was wondering if you could fill me in on the run, how the run is going. Still watching the run with Roz. So this is a new run. We got to the rival battle before going on to Victory Road, and we had an absolute nightmare against our rival and then lost at that stage. Literally, it was a brutal end to the run. So this is a new run. This one's going way smoother. We've only had 3 casualties, but a lot of them were low levels, so the level grinding hasn't been too bad so far. I think this is probably the longest we've had to spend probably leveling things up. We've still got to go into the Safari Zone, and the next thing that we need to do is probably go get Strength, Surf, and then take on Koga, and then pretty much from there it's pretty quick, to be honest, after that point, because then it's just Cinnabon Island. We don't need to go to the other islands this time around. We can just kind of skip out from that with Bill and do that later, and then it's Giovanni, and then everything got well, we should be all right. So hopefully that gets you up to date, Neilio, with everything. What do you think of the battle system in PLA? I really like it. You know, I like the battle system. I like the training system as well. So they kind of got rid of the, like, IVs, EVs, stuff like that, and I really like that. I liked how simplified it was. I think if they were ever to do something like that for competitive, it would probably make the barrier to entry a lot less for people wanting to get involved in competitive Pokemon, because it's just so much easier to train your Pokemon up in PLA, you know, and the move relearning, all those like quality of life changes that they did in PLA. I wouldn't be too opposed to them doing in the main series titles. I think the thing that you would miss is like the breeding aspect of it, because it was like no breeding at all in PLA, which is, yeah, I definitely was something that I miss and probably still do miss in those games in particular. So hopefully that's not something that they would ever do in the main series titles, because there's just a huge emphasis on just catching Pokemon, and that's how you got Pokemon. But yeah, I like the battle system overall though. I think it was good. I don't know if I'm like a massive fan of the what was it, the agile, and what was the other thing? I think you could probably just remove those aspects of the battling system and it would be fine. This is where we realize we've got no shockwaves, yeah. We gotta take a try attack. Ah, brutal. Right, let's bring in Deborah. Let's see if we can do this with Debs again. Try attack. Oh, the Fury Cutter. That's alright. That's not terrible. Poison's nice. Debbie still lives. Yes, Debbie's still here. These Fury attacks are not the kindest though. Poison's good onto the Doduo, but it's where I realized that we've got like no PP with our Jolteon. Okay, it's locked into rage. That's fine. That's fine. Professor Oak, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Great to see you as always. And I hope you're having a fantastic start to your week. And I hope you had a nice weekend as well, my friend. John, how are you doing, mate, as well? Sorry I missed you there, man. And I hope you're having a fantastic start to your week. Great to have you join in the stream with us today. Sorry, Neilio. Probably not the best, like, getting you up to speed with how this run's going, but it's very brief. Fly. Nose Horse, does anyone else want Pokemon Ranger remakes? I think it would be really good to have the remakes of the Pokemon Ranger games for Switch. It would be so, like, I think a lot of people would enjoy that. Beta did not have Solgaleo saved and Sword and Shield Dynamax, but I just found one. If you need it. Beta, no way. Is there anything that you need route wise? Because I can definitely help return the favor. I think at the moment I've got Kyurem, Suicune, and obviously the Zygarde as well. I mean, the Pokemon here are like high level in this. Always so close to get the Versasika, like spot on, but it's like one is just too close. Okay, that's nice. Okay, we got all three this time. Prefer keeping the fact that I like Pokemon as a secret because I don't want to be judged because of stigma that Pokemon is a game only kids enjoy. I once said that to a guy and he mocked me. I feel like I can totally relate to that because I grew up with that sort of thing. I think it happens less now, you know. At least it did. I think the thing is as well, you know, when you look at like, I guess it was easier for me playing competitive Pokemon because like people would be like, what, you play Pokemon? But then you'd be like, well, yeah, but I've been to like, how many countries have I been to? And these are like the prizes that I won. I play the World Championships. And I think when people realize like how big it still is, they're kind of like, huh, that's kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, majority of people just like definitely will be like, what, you play Pokemon? And then kind of sneer or laugh, and it's like, yeah. But at the end of the day, you just gotta kind of brush those thoughts off. Like, they probably do stuff that you think's exactly the same as what they think about Pokemon. Who cares? You enjoy it. That is all that matters. That's what I think. Olympic Adam, how are you doing? I hope you're good. Professor Oak, remember to leave a like on your way in. Thank you so much, as always, for the reminder, mate. And if you are enjoying the stream, it would be hugely helpful to drop a like. It does really help the video out. So if you can, shows me as well that you're enjoying the content, which is a big thing. So if you've got 2 seconds, it is massively appreciated. The thing I hated most about PLA was getting jumped by 3 wild Pokemon at a time in the battles. Yeah, extremely annoying. Definitely agree with you there. Paris definitely pops straight to my mind when you say that. Guess the Oak weekend was good. How's the run going? It's good, mate. It's just that grindy part at the minute where we're trying to get our levels up a little bit higher so we don't get bodied off Kolga, who is a little bit annoying to deal with. But other than that, mate, good. We've got Snorlax on the team. The team's looking solid. Pin Missile, we definitely want that. That would be helpful for Sabrina. It pains me to get rid of Sand Attack. Data, that is super kind. Thank you so much, my friend. That is such a help for what I'm trying to do at the minute. So I really appreciate it. I say I play Pokemon proudly to anyone and everyone. Exactly, Professor Oak. That's the way to do it. Yeah. And if they don't like it, they laugh. I mean, it's their problem, right? No. Pokemon global takeover. Danny is back. Great to have you back, Danny. How are you doing? How's your day going? Good to see you again. We're having a fantastic Monday. Ken, don't forget, when you do the zone, it's 1 encounter per zone. Yes, this is... Yeah, we need to remember this for the Safari Zone. I just hope we don't get done this time by the encounters in there, which are always pretty brutal. Lots of people give me a weird look when I say you're into Pokemon. Look, one of my friends, Worlds, changed his mind as soon as we walked in. Exactly, that's the thing. Like, no one realizes, like, you know? I mean, if you go to any of the big major events, it's like, wow, this is crazy. Even if you show them the streams, you know? Because I think the streams, like, you see the crowds there, and like, if you like look at Worlds, like the crowd for Worlds, like even in Japan where the attendance wasn't as big as like somewhere like London. But London was crazy because you had like the crowd and then you had the bleachers. It was amazing. I've never heard as loud a crowds at a Pokemon event than I heard the Go fans. The Go fans at Worlds in London were crazy. They were popping off. It was like such a cool atmosphere to be around. Yeah, so I give people a weird look when they don't play Pokemon, to be honest. Yeah, that's the way to do it. What, you don't play it? Ah. Yeah, that is the way to do it. Right. Let's see. I think... Go on, Unite fans were insane at Worlds. Unite fans were crazy at AUC. Yeah, they were. It's weird with the Unite fans though, because you don't get them at like regional level events. The only time we get to like really experience the Unite fans is at the big majors, but they always turn up, and it's great to see. It really is. But the Unite stage is always like incredible as well. They have such a cool setup. Right, is this charged enough? Is all 3? No, just 2. Okay. Even though it goes isn't for me, and I don't like how paywall it is now. Yeah, it's very paywalled. Been a great way to get playing Pokemon as an adult more accepted. Yeah, I agree with that. Definitely is. Trying to complete the Mew event for the shiny Mew. Still, I'm trying to tackle it and be like, okay, let's make this like a priority and go for the next like little while. But it's impossible. It's impossible because I'm like, all the time I've played Pokemon Go, I still have never come across a Ditto, and it's like, I think I need a Ditto, a Vileplume, but that's not going to be too hard to get hold of. Zapdos, which again is probably going to be a bit more tricky to get, but I feel like the Ditto is going to be like the most impossible thing for me to get in Pokemon Go. Just randomly see like a Shadow Charizard, because it'll transform into your like your partner, or whoever your mascot Pokemon is that you have next to you. If I ever see, I've had it happen twice, but they've both been Zoroarks. It's been kind of cool, but like at the same time, I'm like, get my hopes up for a Ditto, and it never is. Muffin, how are you doing, mate? Great to see you. I hope you're well. I don't know if we'll be able to beat all the gyms today, but we are going to try and get through as many as them as possible, my friend. I hope you're doing good though, and great to see you as always. Since I got my wife into Pokemon, and now she lets me have plushies around the office. Got me a big Mega Bloks Pikachu for Christmas. Nice, mate. See, it's the way it just slowly starts spreading the Pokemon through the house. I love it. Next, you need one of those like giant Arcanine plushies. But they are like, that might be a step too far. Like £500. Crazy. But worth it, right? I really want one of those giant like Snorlax ones that you can almost sleep on. That's the goal. Just replace your bed with it. It should be buffed in the future. Not counting its Mega, there should be an alternative Paradox or Pidgeot. It'd be kind of nice if it did get a bit of a buff. That's all. I can give you 50. Was there an event for it? And a Zapdos? Guys, I'd have to give you something good in exchange. Helping me fill this dex up. Because I think it's the Kanto Platinum Medal that you need, which is for completing the dex. But I was looking yesterday and I'm like, just a few short. Bug had a donut break. Nice. What's your donut like? Olympic item. I finished my Gold Dex in 2022. I stopped playing much 2023. Started playing Scarlet and Violet more properly. Nice. Nice to have it like all complete though. Up to that point. You won't have too many to like actually go for now. Like to just get it up to date. And I'm glad to be here. The best. Love seeing you, Casca. Thank you so much, mate. It was a struggle. It was a struggle. But it was fun. I'm looking forward to the next time I'm out already, because I'm like, just being able to appreciate not feeling like I did will be good. I've been watching bits and bobs back because I'm like, I couldn't have been like in a good headspace for it. But it sounded not terrible, so I will take that. Tell her the plush to talk should be on board. Yeah, that's what just do. Yeah, it is a big cuddly cat. It's kind of got the lion's mane, so you can kind of get away with it. My one worry with Pokemon is that it's going to become the only way to get a lot of legend mythical shinies going forward. So they're completely paywalled and accessible to people who don't pay it. I mean, the main series, they're never going to supersede the main series games. Because I think that's the one thing that the main series games could do. I mean, the one worry is, like, you could look at this generation and say, is that something that they're going to do? They're going to shiny lock all the legendaries going forward, and the only way to get them is going to be through something like gold. Now, that would be really bad. I would hate for something like that to happen, but hopefully that's not going to be a thing. Because I think the main series titles are always going to be front and center, the main things that drive the franchise, you know. But you never know what their plans are. It is a worry though, because it's something that they could potentially do. Have we got enough PP on Goblin? Good old Gobs. Let's see. No. Okay, we need to use the ether. Sure, we've got one we have. Saves us a trip to the Pokemon Center, at least anyway. Only I have somewhere to put the Arcanine plush. That would be my problem. There would be like nowhere for me to put it. It's just so huge. Such a ridiculous size, but it's so good as well at the same time. Did a Zapdos and Vileplume. I can give you all of them, Professor Oak. What do you need? I've probably got spare shinies and stuff, but I imagine you've probably got like all the shinies. All the shinies. I did get a very good... When I was in Dortmund, I got a Nundo, so zeros across the board. Shadow Zubat, which is kind of cool. Never had that before. HMSM for Shiny Mew. Just waiting on Taurus, but hopefully off to America in November this year with work. Nice. That's very cool, Rich. That's cool that it's the last one that you need as well, and you know on that trip you're going to be able to like complete it. I love that. You'll have to update when you get back. It's a long way away. But no, like I will keep it in mind. I will remember. A lot of Pokemon Go. Barcelona has so many stops and gyms. It's hard not to play my way to the office and restaurants. Yeah. It's like the opposite for me, Professor Oak. I have like one Pokestop in the village here, and we have one gym, and the gym's like 25-minute walk away from where I live, but the Pokestop is en route to the gym. So yeah, I do have that option where I can say, okay, yeah, let's go and take a walk. And by the time I walk back from the gym, the Pokestops normally reset again. So yeah, it's like a little circuit. It's not the best though, mate. Especially if it was like, that's why I could never play like competitive Go, because I just don't live somewhere where I could actually accessibly like do stuff. Just not ideal. It was much better when we had the remote stuff. I wish they kind of kept it, to be honest. I need to get back into grinding BBQ and do snack ball quests. I've only done one. Kelly, you've only done one. Wow, you've got loads of fun to have. That's the thing, like oh my god, that was like too close. Imagine losing Snorlax to a Spearow. That would be horrendous. Horrendous. Ken, thank you so much for coming by today, and it's been awesome hanging with you. I hope you have a fantastic day at work and it goes nice and quick, my friend, and we'll hopefully catch up with you very, very soon. But as always, mate, really enjoyed having your company in the chat today. And I hope today goes nice and smoothly for you. Fucking Shiny Legends use Pogo would be a bad move. It would be a terrible move. I don't think they would ever do it. But it's something to think about, like, could they do it? They could do it, but it would be such a bad move. What are you thinking for your team for the global challenge? I think I'm probably gonna run an Okadogi team. I think that's where I'm at the moment. At the moment, Muffin. A very fun team. But Okadogi is very good into the meta at the moment. Like, it just beats a lot of stuff. It makes it very difficult for a lot of stuff to kind of get like any momentum swings. So that's pretty much what I'm thinking at the moment. Drea worries me a lot. No deaths last hour since I was gone. Nice. Yeah, no deaths. Not yet. Muffin, what about you? What are you thinking of running for it? This quest is tough. Some of my really good Pokemon are on break, so I'm sending out the second strongest Pokemon. New high level recruit. Nice. Yeah, the rural areas, Professor, just absolutely kill it, really, for me. Need to submit more stops. Can you do that? Is that like a thing we could do? Ooh, right. I'm just gonna have a quick look to see what Koga's. Actually, I don't need to look on there. I can look on here. Koga, fire red, leaf green levels. I just need to remind myself what level like Koga is, because I don't want to like. I know our level cap's 43, but that takes us to. Well, Sabrina's not too far off that. I think pretty much the same, aren't they? $37 and the Weezing's 43. Okay. Yeah, so we definitely need something to be able to deal with the Weezing. 43. Which is pretty brutal. think I'm gonna try a Porygon 2 Trick Room with a Fast Mon or 2 in case that gets a bit spicy. That's a nice idea. I like that. P2's so strong. Yeah. Like something along the lines of what like Alex and Eric were running. Probably really solid into a lot of the format as well. Tinglu's still very good, I think. Yeah, and Fluttermane fits into those teams pretty easily as well. Just thinking what's better to do for leveling up the team. Because we could go and just take on all of the trainers along on the opposite route rather than doing these trainers and then come back, because that Doduo is pretty scary. It's like level 34. But I kind of like my Landorus and Chien-Pao team though, yeah. Chien-Pao is still so strong as well. It's very good into the global challenge as well, because I think just automatically it just gets a jump on so many other Pokemon. So it's just just a very strong Pokemon to use. Saw some wild Chien-Pao with like recover and stuff like that recently. Crazy. I'm gonna try Tinglu. I've been trying to make Empoleon work too. Nice. Competitive Empoleon. I think the thing is with like Reg F is there's so many things that are like super viable in the format, you know. I'm not too sure at the moment, Veda. At the moment, yes, but maybe might have to bump into tomorrow night, so I will schedule either way later. It might be for tomorrow night instead, so it might be like a double stream tomorrow rather than today. But I should know like pretty shortly after I finish streaming whether I'll be able to tonight or not. But yeah. Dragon Cheer, yes Dan, get that going with Gouging Fire and Walking Wake. That's a scary thought. Yeah, I like that idea a lot. Gouging Fire is so strong. So is Walking Wake. Walking Wake just doesn't see as much play, but I still think it's really good. Can't remember whose team it was in the Dortmund, and they were playing the Walking Wake Sun team, and I really like that. I really do like that a lot. Have anything for poison? Nope. We got an antidote. But I do love the idea of Dragon Cheer. I think that's a very cool idea to run. Now it's been fixed as well. Global Challenge 1, I tried to Decidueye Hisuian Decidueye. Nice. It actually worked. How are you playing it? It's a Dreamin'. It's a really interesting Pokemon to try because I've never really seen it being used at all. I like want to use Metagross too, but there's so many teams out there. Yeah, Metagross annoys me so much because it's just like its base speed. It's just like one base speed too low to be an effective. Like you ever like in older formats with Metagross, because of the clear body, you could use a strategy of a fast Bulldoze user. And then Bulldoze, you're on Metagross, you don't get the speed drop, but everything else in the field that's affected by the Bulldoze gets a speed drop. And then you proc a weakness policy on the Metagross as well, which then you're hitting for like crazy strong damage. The problem is, like, and you can get around this by just going for something like Bullet Punch, because Fluttermane's going to be a big issue for you. It kind of forces you to Terra in a lot of situations, so you can just Bulldoze, Bullet Punch into the Fluttermane, and for the most of the time, especially after the weakness policy boost, you're going to knock out most Fluttermane, even if they Terra or whatever, if they're really bulky or anything. So, but you kind of really want to be in that position where you're faster than the Fluttermane after the Bulldoze, but because of your speed, you can never get the jump at max speed investment, you can never get the jump on Flutter Mane, and I always feel like that's a huge problem. But like I say, I guess with the burn, of course, I guess with Bullet Punch you can kind of get around it slightly, so it's not terrible. Please don't have Pursuit. No Pursuit, that's good. But yeah, Metagross, I think, because you could play Gouging Fire with the this is what I've always thought: Gouging Fire with Booster Energy, Bulldoze, and then have Metagross with Weakness Policy next to it, and then you Bulldoze, Weakness Policy, Metagross, and go to town. So that's something I haven't really seen anyone using, but I think has definitely got some legs to it. Could be interesting. Streamless, Sulfur, Shadow Sneak, Triple Darts, Leaf Blade, and other coverage. Added Fire, Terror type. Nice. Min speed to sweep some stronger ones. Trick Room. That's a really nice option. I do like that a lot. Are you going to be playing the same again this time around? Metagross seems like it would be a good comp on. Yeah. Metagross just hasn't really seen any play at all recently, and I think there's probably a number of reasons why. We got a burn heal. We've probably got a burn heal berry. Kind of why I'm thinking we're going to Trick Room, heal, but filling the spots of problem right now. Yeah, that's it. And I think Blood Moon's something that you've got like to consider in every single team that you're building at the minute. You know, Blood Moon Ursaluna is such a threat right now. Haha, Gloom, you think you've put us out of action, but Snorlax has Snore. Glom, you haven't missed too much, my friend. We're just, it's more of a level grinding at the moment. Trying to get things up to around that level 40 mark, because Koga's Pokemon, it's such a jump from Erica to Koga. It's crazy, actually. It's like the biggest jump I think you have in the entire playthrough. Yeah, I never played competitive before, but I'm willing to give it a try. How's Garchomp doing in competitive? Well, you look at Len, one of the casters over on the American team, Len Jewel, and he recently got 11th place at, was it Knoxville Regional? Charlotte. It was Knoxville. I think we're going to wake up here. No, we don't. Okay, we'll get punished for it. So Garchomp can still work. Probably not one of the more commonly used Pokemon, but it's still very strong. Now we'll wake up, yeah. Gotta love it. There we go. John, after all the years Scissor made me think Bullet Punch is some overpowered attack. I was stunned when he used Metagross and a bet he did over half for Flutter. People are running crazy bulk on Flutter. Yeah, the bulk on Flutter now is just absolutely insane. Especially now, I think we're seeing a bit more of a rise with the specs Flutter kind of coming back a little bit more than it was maybe a couple of weeks or a few weeks ago, where it's just so difficult to take down. Like you need some big attackers that are going to be effective into it, you know. But the weakness policy on the Metagross, you probably get the every Flutter with that. But the problem is, like, you're always going to fire the Bullet Punch off before you get the weakness policy boost, so it's not the most ideal situation. It would never really work too well. No, I get that, Muffin. I know you would kind of, when you're making your own team, you kind of want to have your own spin in it as well. But you could do that with like similar team comps, you know. Just maybe change some EVs here and there, change some moves and stuff like that suit you a little bit better. Nothing wrong with doing that. Dan, I only started playing comps this year. Me and my son go every month. It's on. Nice. That's awesome to hear, Dan. Have you been enjoying it? That's great. I hope it's been going well. And a nice thing to do with your son as well. Super nice. Did Len get 9th? Did he bubble? Oh, I didn't realize. I thought it was 11th he got. 9th. Oh, that's painful. Because, yeah, you had the Corviknight, the Garchomp, and the T-Tar team. Yeah. Got all the style points. I didn't realize it was 9th. That is brutal. That always feels really bad. You're so close to top cutting. Imagine top cutting with those Pokemon as well. Len's an absolute legend though. He's he played like he was very amongst the competitive scene when I played back in the day. Always a very strong player. It's fair to run with specific IVs, just max everything. They vary. It's great. The body slam is gone. We need to see Snorlax. Something else. Yeah, there's not really. I mean, Pikalytics is always a good place to have a look at, and it'll show you the most kind of like popular sets that that players are using, and the usage stats. But Fluttermans can vary. It depends what speed you want to hit, you know, and then what bulk you've got left over, what damage calcs you want to hit, you know, what knockouts you want to hit when you do Terastallize, all those sort of things. So they will vary depending on the team. Up you got Shaman, Super Mystery Dungeon, nice. Take on some more bikers. Mighty, that's not old at all. Trust me. Give me a go for more or less 30 minutes. We could still stream when I'm back. We should be, Helio. Take it easy though, mate, and hopefully catch you soon. I have top 4 both events. I've entered. Dan, that's incredible. Not so bad. My son is senior and managed to bubble last month. Ah, no. With the Masters. It's been good. Wow, with the Masters. That's amazing to hear. The thing's looking really good. Are you trying to get the Worlds invite this year? Both of you, because you've still got like there's plenty of regionals in NA still to come up, and then you've got NAIC as well, which is very exciting with that on the horizon as well. No, that's amazing. That's really great to hear that you're having such a good start, especially the first season as well. It's normally tricky for players when they first come in to kind of get those results. So yeah, huge testament to yourself, the work that you're putting in. And I hope it continues. See you on stream, NAIC maybe. There we go, Snorlax. Tony, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're doing good. Thinking about competitive, thinking about Flutter Chiyu combo. There's a Tingu combo or team for the global challenge. Which one? I would probably go Flutter Main Chiyu if it was my choice. The global challenge is less. I just think the more offensive teams are sometimes better to go down a route with, but it's not, you know, not always the right way to go. I just feel like more offense, faster offense in the global challenges normally kind of pays off a little bit more, rather than teams that are a bit more slow and you have to have a bit more patience with. Hard hitting, hyper offensive teams always feel like the one. It's less brain power as well, you know, when you're playing for like long periods of time. You're not having to think about board positioning, end games and things like that so much. You're just kind of just pressing buttons, doing lots of damage. I always feel like that. It sounds really like simple, but it's, you know, for those sort of tournaments, especially best of one, your opponent hasn't got a way to kind of shut down a mold that you've got that's very oppressive and you know, potent, then it's very difficult for them to kind of get back into the game, and they don't have a chance to have a game 2 to adjust. So for those reasons, I always feel like, yeah, those teams are kind of good for them, that sort of thing, you know. Danny, never too old for Nintendo. Exactly, never too old for Nintendo. Biker Ernest, destroyer of our Snorlax. It always bred my special attackers to have 0 attack IV, but you can't breed Flutterman and much have the patience to find a 0 attack one in the wild. That's the problem, right? Yeah. It shouldn't matter too much. There's not really too many foul player users in the format, you know, so you're probably alright. What, the Stray Amoongus with foul play? Maybe. Other than that, though, I can't really think of anything that runs foul play at the minute. You would have to worry about at least. John, I ran into a Flutterman that survived my Urge Boost Terror Water Surging Strikes. Did the calc that's through max defense, max HP. Turned the game off when that happened. Crazy. That is nuts that it survived that, yeah. Like you can do some good calcs with Flutter. Can be pretty bulky. Don't participate in competitive. Has the Terra typings really changed things at all? Yeah, like a lot. I think it's balanced. It's like, I think the global challenges are way trickier because you don't have you just literally are guessing what your opponent's Terra type is, and a lot of the time that might dictate how the match ends up. But in like real life events, you've got open team sheets, so you know what the Terra types are on all your opponent's Pokemon. They know the Terra types in your Pokemon, so you don't generally get caught out by it too much, which is nice because I think when you know what the Terra types are, it balances the match out a lot more. I think it's a really balanced format. It's probably the most balanced it's been, like competitive wise, since like 2013. I think Terra's a really, really good mechanic. A lot of people might not agree with me, but I like it. I think it's really good. I think they got it nailed on this time around for competitive at least. So hopefully it continues. You don't see too much Stellar Terra type, but you do occasionally. And when you do, kind of on some teams, it does pop off, but more occasionally than not. You're just seeing a lot of just the standard Terra types you would have done before, but it has been an impactful mechanic, but in a good way, in my opinion at least. You'll see me at UIC. I'm not expecting to even be good enough for Worlds. Besides, I'd happily have my son there over me. Well, fingers crossed from Dan. That'd be awesome to see you. Definitely, if you catch me, if you see me at the event, come say hi. I would love to meet you and your son and cheer you on at the event as well. That'd be great. So it's exciting. It's not that long away either. UIC. It's funny seeing Goldinger's Terra over time. A change in each meta. It went from water and the Arcanines and Dragon and Ogopons, now Fairy, yeah, for the Dark Urshifus, yeah. It is, yeah. Like the cycles of Goldingo, and it's still one of the best Pokemon in the format. It's still very strong. That's good to know. And I can train one of my shiny Flutters. I have like 7 because I wanted to try that trick. Yeah, they spam the button in the cave, get them to spawn. Only the shinies. It's really cool. Yeah, you should be alright. Like the comps that I've been to with when I've been playing and all of my Fluttermen, I never hyper train the IV, but I never really worry about it too much. They have the Chi-Yu team with probably Glamora. Glamora is another very strong Pokemon as well at the moment. It's so hard to deal with if you don't have an answer for it, you know? A Meteor Beam. I don't know if I could run Meteor Beam Glamora though, because I just worry like every time I'd run it, I'd feel like it was gonna miss. Not my luck, it probably would. But probably more of a mental state than actually happening. Only go once a month, and it's 1 hour train journey, 1.5 hour train journey each way I get there. Oof. Yeah, that's enough. That is enough. That's a long train journey. Like, even though it's a once a month, still the expense, and then it's a lot. Like, it's a full day as well. Yeah. Terra is cooler than Dynamax. I did like Dynamax. Yeah, Terra's in my opinion, way better than Dynamax. I think Terra's up there with, like, in my opinion, like Megas. It's like definitely up there. Although Megas was like way more bust than Terra. Like Terra feels like super balanced, but Megas were like definitely broken. Like when you first look at when Megas were introduced, like Mega Kang, like the results in competitive that year was like every team was like Mega Kang, Talonflame. So yeah, they were pretty broken, but it kind of in the end, I guess when you had like GS Cup, it kind of balanced out slightly, but they were still like way overpowered, you know. I think like when you look at like Primal Groudon and Kyogre and then Mega Rayquaza as well, they all kind of entered the format. Yeah, it was pretty broken. So probably on balance of it, like Terra's probably the most balanced thing. Do you have a favorite competitive Pokemon? I love Tyranitar. I gotta say, it's always been, you know, whenever I've done well at a competition, I've placed well, or you know, at any event, it's normally generally had a Tyranitar on the team. So for that reason, it's always been like something I feel like I just, yeah, it's why it's probably one of my favorite Pokemon as well. But I do love, like, I just don't, it's sad because I don't really use it in Scarlet and Violet, though should be taking a leaf out of Len's book and just going with it. It's still a good option. But yeah, I haven't really used it in Scarlet and Violet at all. I think one of the first tournaments I ever went to in Scarlet and Violet, I used it and it was all right. I think where was that? Was it Liverpool? I might have been on stream with it, and there was a Tyranitar Lycanroc combination because I just wanted to use Tyranitar. Probably wasn't the best competitive team, but it was fun to use. But yeah, I do like Tyranitar, and I love Thundurus Therian as well. Therian form of Thundurus. Very strong. But again, not probably one of the ones that you'd be like looking at and saying, yeah, that's a really strong Pokemon in this format, you know. I'm looking forward to JS Cup, I think, with Scarlet and Violet. I think that would be really good. So where you get like 2 legendaries per team. So Kyogre, Groudon. I think Groudon's going to be very strong. Okay, so Snorlax has leveled up a bit. Probably a good time to try and get ourselves a Blastoise. Terra is good mechanic when you know what the opposing Terra is. Exactly, yeah. Close team sheets is a gamble. Guessing wrong whether opposing Ursaluna, Blood Moon. Yeah. Guess it, yeah, and guessing any of the wrong Terra types on any of those big attackers, it's like a game losing, like it's such a 50-50, right? And you will lose the game like 9 times out of 10 for guessing wrong. So yeah, it's really hard. I'm pleased they do open team sheets with Terra, because I think without it, it would just be an absolute bloodbath. It's just crazy. You get people winning tournaments that you like that had never won a tournament before, and that's not a bad thing, but I think there's just a lot more skill with open team sheets. And it's pretty even as well, you know, like both players know exactly what to expect from each other. But yeah, I prefer open team sheets, whether or not they'll keep it going forward, because I know it was something that was introduced because there's no, I don't think there's any battle box locking on Scarlet and Violet, so they had to do open team sheets. I think that was the reason why, but predominantly for Terra types as well. think it's kind of funny that Dynamax Pokemon, you had a lot of weakness policies around, but almost gone. Yeah. Dynamax is so broken though. Like, so broken. I think it wasn't bad. It's not terrible gimmick, but it was... It just give you a delete button pretty much for a lot of things that wouldn't be possible to get rid of without Dynamax and having like a crazy strong attacking option, you know. I think the added effects that you get alongside a lot of the Dynamax moves were like bust as well. Dynamic speed control and things like that, crazy. But yeah, God Bunny, how are you doing? Thanks so much for joining the stream. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Bringing Cooper. Professor Oak, I will see you again soon, my friend. Enjoy the rest of your day. And thank you so much for coming by, mate. It's been great having you here. Dan, I love the term mechanic. My girls love to shout out the hats the Pokemon put on. Yeah, the hats are great. I really wish we got like something to do with the Mightiest Mark, you know, like Terraforms. It would have been so cool to have that and like make the Terra Pokemon, like the Mightiest Mark Pokemon relevant. It just feels like it still could happen, right? It still could happen. They could still do something with the Terraforms to make them more relevant, but it feels less and less likely now. But you never know. With Pokemon Day, they might announce a DLC where we go to a special island, Mighty Mark Island or somewhere like that, and then we get special Terraforms for all the Mightiest Mark Pokemon, which would be nice. But I don't know. I feel like I'm like dreaming a bit of that happening. But you never know. I just feel like there has to be some more reason to the Mightiest Marks than just being a special symbol that we get. Elon. I don't dislike Power World, but I've never played it, so I can't really give a good answer on Power World. We have battled you, okay. And you... I think this just takes us on to other... Yeah, okay, we got all the bird ones. I think the music for this game, despite me never playing, is going to be so nostalgic. I see your streams. Glad to hear it, mate. It's definitely like one of those where I always hear it and I just, yeah, it just takes me back. It's the classic music. How like do you think an additional DLC is? I wouldn't say it's like impossible. I think it's like, it depends which, like, how they want to go. Like, it's just what route they want to go down this year. Are they saving like whatever they're working on for the new console, like the Switch successor, whenever that drops? And now we know that that's likely not going to drop until 2025. That means like, if that's what they're doing, we don't have a main series Pokemon title this year, which we know they kind of like to have main series titles every year, it seems like, at least from like recent releases and stuff like that. So it would leave a big gap, right, where you're thinking, well, can you go a whole year without releasing anything? So in that case, I would say it's probably like one thing they could do to like plug a hole, where they could do some DLC content for Scarlet and Violet, to be like, we've got another 2 DLCs potentially coming out this year, you know, where it's a bit like the Hidden Treasures at Area Zero. They could name it something like that and then have 2 parts to it, where, I don't know, August time we get part 1 and then November time we get part 2, and then that kind of fills the void, finishes off Scarlet and Violet, maybe links to that new mythical Pokemon that's been rumored with the new movie. So there's all that sort of stuff that they could potentially do. But I think if they're going to do like a 5th remake, like even with Ilka, or if we get a Legends game, I just don't think that will happen. I think then we'll be done with Scarlet and Violet. So who knows? Maybe. You think you'd have to buy it separately or be included in the original DSA purchase? I think if we got anything They might do like I guess the only other possibility they could do is, you know, with Legends Arceus or Arceus, they did the Daybreak update. So it was more like an update. They gave massive mass outbreaks. So they could do something like that, which would be a free download. But I think if it was a fully fledged DLC with like story content, I think it would be chargeable. It would be like a new DLC pack that you would buy separate to what we've had before. But yeah, I would be kind of happy if we got more Scarlet and Violet content. One of the soundtracks that brings me back the most is Sun and Moons. Was the first Pokemon game I finished completely through and get the feeling of hearing any of the music. Sun and Moon's music was very cool as well. Tilda, an island with raid dens and potential shiny legendaries. Yeah, that's something they could definitely do, couldn't they? Yeah. And you can use Pokemon with the mightiest mark. See, there you go. I love that. I love that so much. That is the answer. So yeah, an island where you can go do like special terror raids or legendaries that are catchable in their shiny forms. But the only Pokemon you can take to use on the island are the Pokemon with the mightiest mark. That is such a great... That is it. There you go, Turtle Duck. You've like blown my mind with that. I think that would be so cool if they did something like that. And then it gives relevance to the mightiest mark Pokemon, because you're going to want to take like strong Pokemon to the island. So yeah, that'd be good. Caleb, how are you doing, mate? Great to see you. I hope you're having a fantastic start to your week. The run is going good, mate. We're at that like grindy part where we're having to level everything up, because we beat Erica, we did the Silph Scope stuff, but you got such a level gap between like Erica and Koga, so we're just trying to get everything into a decent place. Around that 30, 37, 39 mark would be good. So we're getting there slowly, but it is a bit slow, but we should be there soon enough. And then from there on, it's going to be plain sailing, my friend, hopefully. He says, right, we'll switch you with... Let's get Deborah some levels up. Caleb, good job. Just finished my coach in 9:30 CrossFit class. Nice, nice. Football went well, mate. Nothing as much as I hate Scarlet and Violet. I got to think it's the only Pokemon game I've put like 1,000 hours into it. Wow, yeah. One of the best games, I think. I think it's one of the best games. I agree with you, Muffin. You know, I think it just lets it down. Like now, I just struggle at the moment to be like, what can I go into Scarlet and Violet to do? Whereas I don't really have that problem with a lot of the previous Pokemon games. And it feels like the first time where I'm like, unless I want to do repeat shiny hunts for stuff, which I feel like there hasn't been enough time for me to like have away from the game to be like, oh, I miss playing that game, you know? I want to go back into it now to do like hunts and things like that. It feels so fresh. But yeah, just shiny locking the legendaries just made no sense. Still makes no sense to me. I must say it on every stream. I must bring it up on every stream. Just so crazy to me that they did that. Because I would probably be doing that right now in Scarlet and Violet still, you know, because there's no way I would have got them all at this point. What was there, like 20, 25, 27 of them to get? So it would have been like, it would have been such, yeah, it would have been really cool to like complete it. It just drives me nuts that they did that. But there is ways they could get around it for sure. We have to start with red, blue, and green. Kind of skip to Gen 3. You can skip right to Gen 3. You can skip to Gen 9 if you want. Skip all of the early versions. Need to heal up. You should just add Unova to Scarlet and Violet and call it a DLC. Dan, that would be an incredible. Yeah, just a whole new region, just to be like, we've got the hugest DLC pack for you. It's actually it's like a small extension. Brand new region. Go take on 8 new gym leaders. Catch some mythicals along the way. You could see them doing it, couldn't you? You could see them like totally like, yeah, we've added a new region in as a DLC. You can now go back to Kanto in Scarlet and Violet. You'd be like, what? Where's this come from? Just because Kanto gets all the love. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad, like, you know, back to Kanto one less time. But like, as you know though. Caleb, the opposite version exclusive outbreaks was so cool. I hope they do more of those for Scarlet and Violet. I was expecting them to potentially have something like that announced last night just for this week. But yeah, weird that they haven't continued them. I do like those outbreaks. I think they're really nice for people to just take advantage of. Understand it discourages people buying both versions of the game, but it would be nice. I think, yeah, and at this stage now, I feel like everyone's probably, you know, even players, because the events only last for 2 weeks, so even players that are kind of new to the games might miss them, you know. So it's still, I don't think it discourages people that much, but it's a nice, like, it's a nice touch for people that have played the games and bought the DLCs and played for like a long time, you know. Nothing big time. It's kind of empty other than building teams and battling. I think like the competitive side of it is the only thing like you would say, okay, that's why I'm going back in to play Scarlet and Violet now. For a lot of the time, like if you've done like the majority of the shiny hunts and stuff like that, which is like, I know I'll go back to Scarlet and Violet and do shiny hunting in it. It's just, I just don't feel like there's like, and the things that I still need to shiny hunt for in those games, but I just don't have like a huge draw to go in and like do that right now. I'd rather do hunting the shiny legendaries in Dynamax Adventures or, you know, those games. I just feel like that's the itch I've got at the minute, and Scarlet and Violet isn't the solution to it. So I'm going back to previous generations, previous games where I'm like, okay, I can do that, but I have to go and play these games, which is, it seems kind of crazy, but that's the road they went down. And there might be a good reason for it, which we might find out Pokemon Day, I guess, but we'll have to wait and see. It's the wrong part of the year. I wish they did a Spiritomb Outbreak event at Halloween. That would have been so good, Caleb, wouldn't it? The spooky mark for Spiritomb. That would have been so good, because it's got such a good shiny as well. As well as, yeah, I think the technical aspect of SV made people mad, and then Lock Legendaries was the slap in the face that ended the interest in it. If I hadn't just begun shiny hunting recently, I'd be done with it too. Yeah, it's nice when you've got like all the shiny hunts to do. It's like super exciting and like they're really fun to do, and I love shiny hunt in Scarlet and Violet. But when you've done them, and it's like, yeah, you kind of left like, okay, well, what's next? And there's just not the next there really, which is, yeah, crazy. Yeah, now please take a look at this, and it's just Kanto in Scarlet and Violet. You can now go back to Kanto from Scarlet and Violet. Enjoy the original Pokemon games in true 3D fashion. I mean, if they did it in the same style as Scarlet and Violet, I would actually like really enjoy that. I mean, going back to Kanto in Scarlet and Violet graphics, that would be very cool. Just for that, I think, yeah, do it for that. But it would just be such an oddball move for them to do. Even if they shiny lock all of the other legendaries, as we have their Dynamax adventures, they should at least let the Gen 8 horses come through. Yeah, that's it. Like, just allow those ones, you know? That would be so good. Pietro, how are you doing? I hope you're good, my friend. Great to see you. It's going good, mate. We're just at that stage where we're having to level grind our Pokemon up a little bit at the moment. Spiritomb raid mentioned. Love a Spiritomb raid. Be so like they have to do it for this Halloween. Although we don't know what game we'll be playing this Halloween. Be nice if they kind of kept the outbreak events going though, and that's what we got for this Halloween with Scarlet and Violet. Such a long way away though. I will wait. Them shiny local legends mean we go buy the Shield DLC and just do it. Yeah, maybe that's their whole marketing plan. All along they were like, we haven't sold enough Sword and Shield DLCs. What can we do to make people buy them? Shiny lock the legendaries in the Indigo disc. Then their only option is either buy BDSP and hunt for legendaries without the shiny charm, or better odds in the DLC with Sword and Shield. They're like, yes, it's like a big brain play. That's the whole plan. The whole time. It's just to drive sales. Drive sales for Sword and Shield DLCs. That's hilarious. Imagine if that was the actual reason. Bryce, how you doing, mate? Great to see you as always. I hope you're having a fantastic start to your week. Caleb, does Spiritomb show up in Terror Dens? No, I think Spiritomb only appears as an overworld sprite. An overworld sprite, just an overworld spawn in Paldea. I don't think you can get it anywhere else in the games. So there's these two locations on the Glacado Mountain where it appears, and outside of that, I don't think you can get it anywhere. Right, Ninetails is a little low level, but it's kind of alright. Dan, great seeing you, my friend, and hopefully catch you on another stream very soon. Thank you so much for the good luck, though. We definitely are going to need it for the rest of the run. Denise, I want to see Ash as the champion we have to beat. That would be very cool, wouldn't it? That would be a nice little touch, you know. Now he's not in the anime. It'd be kind of nice to have him there. I know we've got Red, but it'd be nice to have Ash as well. Just have that link, that little reference there. That'd be cool. With his final champion theme as well. Also, I can understand locking the current legendaries to build a hype or whatever, but they shouldn't be allowed to lock them in the next gen. I think if we get a remake of any sort, even if it's Ilka, they'll not be shiny locked in that. So that's where I think we'll be able to get them. But yeah, I just I don't know. I don't know why they did that. This is crazy. Like it's not anything where anyone's like, no, I think it was like, no one's saying it was a good thing that you shiny locked the legendaries. Like everyone's pretty much on the same page, being like, why did you do that? Craziest decision. I wish, to be honest, that we could shiny hunt the spec right. That would have been very cool, wouldn't it? That would have been very cool. Which do you think is better, Regieleki or Regidrago? I think competitively, Regieleki's better. Maybe not in Scarlet and Violet, but it definitely was in Sword and Shield. But I think the one I prefer is Regidrago. Personally, yeah. Out of the two, Regidrago's just a very cool. It's a dragon head. It's a dragon head. It's like, it's so cool. Spiritomb is only static encounter in this area for the name. Yeah, where Montenevera is, the town. Glacado Mountain, I think, isn't it? Yeah. Been contemplating getting Shield DLC for legendaries, then was like, no, it's ridiculous to pay that much for a handful of yeah, diff shiny legendaries. No, I get that. I get that, you know. You get all the Ultra Beasts as well. There is a lot. You do get a lot of Pokemon in the Dynamax Adventure Raids, but yeah, it's just for the legendaries, right? The DLC overall is good though. It is a lot of fun. So I'd say it's worth it. The DLCs for Sword and Shield are enjoyable. Of having the stream on G while working on the cosplay. Beta, what cosplay are you working on? Sounds very exciting. Speed booster flutter until when regular lucky speed isn't scary. No, I mean bundle just makes, yeah, I mean booster energy just, yeah. And Aleki's got the problem where, I mean, it's good in Terra in certain situations, but I mean most of the time to really get the benefit from it, you have to Terra, and you never really want to be using those Pokemon where you feel like you have to Terra to get the most out of them, you know? Jumbo Josh, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're having a fantastic start to your week. Great to see you as always. Yeah, it was worth it for me. Gonna end up buying Sword 2. Yeah. I needed Urshifus. Yeah, that's a problem, right? Paywall on these Pokemon. The thing is as well, you can't even get Calyrex. Like, if you haven't got Sword or Shield DLCs, you can't get Calyrex. So you've kind of got Glastrier and Spectra that you can get in the Indigo Disc. But you haven't got Calyrex to, like, transform them. I think they'll do an event for that at some point in the future. They have to. Or they don't have to, but it would make sense that they did. One more level for us to get ourselves a Blastoise. Gym are you in? We are getting ready to go to Koga. So Koga's the next one on the... That's why it's like the level gap between Erica and Koga's huge. So that's why it's like a little bit of time just grinding up our Pokemon at the moment. They already have Sword DLC, so it'll be like 7 legendaries I can get now. Yeah, that's fair enough. And you know as well, if you know someone with the legendary path on their Dynamax adventure raids, even if the legend doesn't appear in your game, you can like connect with them online, go on the same route, and then you can save that route to your game. So like Solgaleo doesn't appear in Pokemon Shield, but if I go online and do a Solgaleo run with someone else that's hosting it, then I can save that Solgaleo route on my copy of Shield. So you can even get around it that way, so you don't need to buy the opposite version of the game just for that. That makes sense. Mighty just bought a new battery for my 3DS. The store was like 5 minutes away and cost me $8. That's a bargain. Also came with the screw, and I got the screwdriver. Nice, mate. That is awesome to hear. Nah, no sauce, yeah. They do make it very tempting to buy both copies of the game. Just look for local events near me. Turns out they're all TCG. Don't play TCG. Why no VG love? That is disappointing. What's the closest VG to you? Just speak to one, like some of the tournament organizers that are close to you. Just reach out to them, like email them and say, are you ever thinking of doing any VG events? Because they might be, they might just not know that there's interest there, you know? I know this wouldn't happen, but we could end up in Kanto in Scarlet and Violet with the whole school system. We could follow the new anime as Lyko goes to school in Kanto. That's such a good point. Yeah, like it could happen. Like they could totally do that, couldn't they? Like a school in Kanto, they could do it. I mean, like when I first floated the idea, I'm like, it's so ridiculous. And I'm kind of playing off the fact that Game Freak just love to do anything to do with Kanto, right? Which they do. But the more I think about it, and the thought of going back to Kanto in Scarlet and Violet graphics, like graphically, it would be very cool to be able to do something like that and see Kanto. Yeah, I just feel like they're never going to do it for a DLC. It's too big. Like that's a full game on its own, aren't they? So it would just be a tiny portion of Kanto, I guess, that you could go to Maybe like Cinnabar Island, where they've got a school set up and you can explore that, and it's like the same size as Kitakami. That'd be kind of cool. Finally, we're gonna get ourselves a Blastoise. It's great. I did not know Calyrex was not in Scarlet Violet. Yeah, it's not one of the legendaries you can catch. You can transfer it in, but you can only transfer it in from Sword and Shield if you caught it there. So it's the only way to get yourself the Shadow Rider, the Ice Rider. It's like both the horses are in, but Calyrex isn't. It's kind of weird to me that they did that. Which makes you think, are they going to do like an event down the line, Dynamax event? You know, they did it with like Dialga and Palkia, so they could do similar for those as well. Gotta have shiny raids planned for them, and that's what they've logged. I mean, maybe, yeah. Koopa, finally evolving. Where are you, Blastoise? We need to change you. Blastoise sprite in this game is so good. It's one of my favorite sprites, I think, for Blastoise. This team is looking pretty solid right now. I think we're pretty much to the point where there's just fishermen now, isn't there? Okay, so we can probably go and do all of the Safari Zone stuff now. Yeah, because we're pretty much there. Okay. What Pokemon do you think has an awesome shiny but is competitively bad? Oh, there's loads. There's loads of them. Let's think of just some good shinies. Toucannon's a great example. Just because it's got a great shiny, but it's terrible and competitive. Like, you never see it played. That just pops into my mind straight away. Because that's Toucannon was talked about earlier, you know. What other ones? What other ones can I think of? There's so many of them, though. There is so many. We've got good backups as well, I think, for everything. Beak Blast is good, yeah. I just mean that, like, Toucannon's got one of the nicest shinies that you can probably get in Scarlet and Violet, the DLCs. But it's yet to be a Pokemon that I've ever seen on a broadcast. Like, you just haven't seen any Toucannon. It's not going to be anywhere on the usage stats. Just sad. Toucannon's good. But not good competitively, I guess. That's, yeah. Wish Metagross was more viable at the minute. Love that shiny. Metagross is so good, isn't it? Yeah. I'm the same. I think Metagross would be great if we could, if saw more play. I expected it to be honest, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I think the Paradox Pokemon are just too strong for it. Is it this way? Or is it up one? No, it's this way, isn't it? There is shinies on Fire Red Leaf Green. Here's our first encounter of the Safari Zone. What's it going to be? Ooh, an Execute. This is really good because we need a grass type. So this would be very good for us. I think we just try and nab it. Get lucky. Don't run. We use some baits. Still eating. Come on, let us grab it. Is the Farazon music the same as the evolution music? I think it is. Okay, we get execute. We need a nickname for the execute. Scramble. Scramble's a great nickname. Welcome to the team, Scramble. You will be sent to a box, but we will come and summon you very soon. Not for Koga, but for some of the others. It's a nice one. Thanks for all the nickname suggestions, chat. I always feel like I mess this bit up where I go up the wrong... Yeah, I do. Okay, it's not this one. This is... yeah, up here. I don't know if we have a leaf stone just yet. This is the same zone, I think, isn't it? I'm not too sure. And then it's down here, yeah. Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, it's the exact same evolution music that we've got. The Safari Zone. Never really realized that till now. Pretty sure this is a different zone, but we've got Doduo already, so. Eggman. Oh, this isn't even the right one, is it? Went completely the wrong way. We might need to go in. Nidoran. He's evolving now, yeah. It's definitely not this way, is it? I've went completely the wrong way, I think. It's down the next one. Probably gonna run out of steps, I think. Is it up here? Ah, it is. Is it? Has to be up here along and then down and around, isn't it? Probably gonna run out of steps though. Every encounter. I didn't even mean to throw a Pokeball at it. Watch, it'll catch it just because we're not meant to. Straight into the... yeah, there we go. Okay. When do you ever catch a Pokemon with your first ball ever? No, this was a mistake. You need to go to the graveyard box. Can I should be able to see how many steps I have left. Yeah, 20 steps. Okay. We need repels, Brandon, for sure. Right. Josh, you caught an Yveltal and white with a Pokeball. Nice, first try. Very nice, mate. Love shiny Yveltal. There's a few times I came across one in the Dynamax Adventure Race and I was like, if this is shiny, this would be so good. But it never was. pretty sure it's this. I always get like super confused. Yeah, this feels, that's the house we went in the first time round, because it's a slightly different layout to the original Safari Zone, I think. And it's, maybe, is it down here? Not too sure. No, it's definitely not down here. Ah, the Safari Zone. It's so good, but it's so frustrating to get around. Right. Get another repel on. I think it's up this way, isn't it? Yeah. And then down here. Maybe this is the way. I'm still not 100% convinced. The gold teeth. Right. There we go. Right, we've done it. Finally, we got there. And with that, friends, I think for... oh, no, I can't even save, so I have to finish this. So we'll do this and then we'll leave. But I think with that, that's probably a good place for us to leave it for today. So I will say thank you so much to everyone for coming by the stream today. It's been an absolute blast playing through this. We'll be back tomorrow to continue this run. I might be able to stream later on tonight, so if you're around, we'll do some Dynamax adventure raids, shiny legendary hunts as well, so that'll be a lot of fun. Keep an eye out for the schedule on that one, but if you're about, it would be great to see you there. If not, we'll be picking up this playthrough tomorrow. So thank you so much for coming by the stream today, everyone. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all on tomorrow's stream if you're around to finish, hopefully, off this playthrough of this Leaf Green Nuzlocke. So until then, friends, take care of yourselves. Bye bye. Take care, friends. Bye.